Crown Prince. Speak. Usaniel. Oh my Usaniel. I am happy you found me first. Usaniel asks, is it true that you ordered the eldest son of the Viscount to be executed? Prince. Indeed. As he committed an unjust act worthy of such, he proposed to you. How dare he, to my Usaniel. I love you very much, only look at me. Usaniel thought, how did things turn out this way? Where did things go wrong? In her previous life, she had been stabbed by a robber and suffered extreme blood loss. Her mother was shouting, please save my daughter. Usaniel spoke, Mom, I'm sorry for leaving first. Her mother stated, no, don't close your eyes, stay with us, don't leave me behind by myself. Suddenly, Usaniel woke up and thought, it's that dream again. Ganyel, her little sister in this life, asked, Sister, what's wrong? Does it hurt somewhere? Her mother and father said, let's stop the carriage immediately. Usaniel replied, no, it's okay. I just feel odd returning to the capital for the first time in 14 years. Then she thought, nothing has probably changed much in the 14 years I've been away from my hometown. It's been 20 years where I've been a stranger in this place. It was a common story. She had been murdered by an unidentified assailant in her previous life and then opened her eyes in this world. While this might be a cliché development for some, it wasn't for her because she neither read romance novels nor played video games. Ganyel asked, is this really our house? It's so big. Her mother replied, since you were born after we were exiled to Baron, it must be your first time here. Usaniel spoke, I'm sorry, because of me. Everyone was exiled to Baron. All of them came and scolded her, telling her not to talk like that. Usaniel thought, although this world felt unfamiliar at first, I've completely adjusted now. How could I not love them after all the love they've shown me? However, this is still not my place. Then she spoke, I want to transfer to the Kansean Research Institute. That institute mostly focuses on mana research. This is the best academy for nobles. In this place where elves and gods exist, mana research might help me find a clue on how to return to my original world. Then, at the academy, Usaniel thought, but who thought they would authorize my entrance admission immediately? Well, it's better for me if I can start mana research quicker. One of the noble ladies, Lily, asked, is that you, Lady Usaniel Hardrant? So, your family, who was chased out during the previous empire? The other ladies murmured, that's a long time ago. They should watch their mouths. If the crown prince, no, his majesty, hears. Usaniel thought, crown prince. Oh yes. I heard that Crybaby took the throne. That's already so long ago. Lily asked, are you ignoring me? How rude. Answer me. Usaniel thought, that child is from the Viscount family. When my family, who was one of the founding families, was exiled, the duchy's foothold naturally weakened, and the Viscount's power grew more powerful. I don't care about the power struggle between families, but there is no need for me to show mercy to someone who has shown hostility towards me. Usaniel stated, you are truly the daughter of a noble family. To call someone you have never met before by their first name. Did your family not have the funds to teach you etiquette? Lily shouted, I am not just any noble, and I am going to become the empress. How dare you? Can you, because you are a bit close with his majesty, when he was only the crown prince, when you are from a fallen family? Suddenly, the prince came and asked, Fallen, I definitely ordered the return of the Hardrant family. But it seems there is someone who has violated my imperial order. Drag her out immediately and sunder her throat. Usaniel thought, I definitely heard that Tess rose to the throne, but who is this man? Back at the time when Usaniel was 6 years old, she thought countless worlds existed in this universe. Each world was apart from each other, and they usually didn't know of each other's existence. But sometimes, there are those who go from one world to another. This book is not about such obvious things. I want a method on how to move between worlds. The prince came and spoke, I am here, I missed you. Usaniel replied, hello, your highness. The prince told her, nobody is around. Call me by my name and marry me today, then we can always be together. Usaniel replied, I told you, you are not my type. The prince asked, then what is your type? Usaniel replied, my type is. And thought, I definitely heard that Tess ascended the throne, even though we did not contact each other for 14 years. I thought there was a reason. I even sincerely congratulated him for ascending the throne, but who is this cold-hearted man? One of the nobles spoke, Your Majesty, it's just a mistake from a young student. Please extend your tolerance and forgive her this once. The prince stated, The previous emperor snatched everything away from the innocent Hardrants. That's why I stated I would give everything back to them. How dare you, a mere Shane. Usainiel thought, his appearance is similar to Tess's, but even if it's been 14 years, how could one's personality change this much? Not to mention those black eyes and hair make no sense. Blonde hair and blue eyes are the sign of being a descendant of the imperial family, so to see people not being surprised by a black-haired emperor is strange. Usainiel spoke, Excuse me, Your Majesty, please forgive Lady Shane, although she did commit a grave error. If you forgive her, everyone will praise you. And she thought, if this man is that whiner Tess, he will listen to me, he has forgotten who I am. The prince stated, You are so generous, my lady, to ask for forgiveness for someone who insulted your family, how admirable. Usainiel thought, that expression, that man is definitely Tess. The prince stated, Don't kill Lily Shane. Lock her up in the imperial prison, and I want to look around the academy. Will you show me around, my lady? Usainiel replied, Yes, I will. Next scene, Usainiel thought, he did not say a word until we came into the forest trail. He could not have changed his appearance with magic. I can't feel any mana, and this world does not have contact lenses or hair dye. Is there some magic I am not aware of? The prince spoke, Usainiel, I am sorry. You are mad because I was so late. That's why you are calling me Your Majesty and greeted me by bowing your head. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I thought you did not remember me. Usainiel thought, I had a lot I wanted to ask when I met you. Why my family was exiled in the fall of my 6th year. Why you did not send a single letter for 14 years when we were so close. But seeing you cling to me and cry, as if you only have me, my heart becomes weaker. As if I have returned to being 6 years old. Are you really that child I knew? Usainiel asked, What is with your appearance? Why did you change your hair color and eyes? The prince asked, Why, do you not like it? This is your taste, black hair and black eyes. That's what you said your ideal type was. Now that I am emperor, we don't have to be apart anymore. You don't need to endure such insults like earlier. All that's mine is yours. Usainiel thought, Everything is strange. It feels like I have fallen into a perfect trap. The prince stated, I love you, we can be together forever now. Usainiel, remember when I was younger, I was called the child who doesn't cry. Since birth, I had been a weird, scary child who never cried and always looked straight at my parents. On the other hand, Tess was a child who always cried from the day he was born. Whenever he saw someone, he would cry. The emperor, worried about the crown prince not having any friends, organized a meeting between the two of us, the weird children. Since then, the prince would say, It doesn't hurt, my eyes are comfortable. Then Tess would follow me. It was annoying having him give all sorts of excuses to come and go to my home, but I didn't really hate it. Usainiel, speak of another useless one. Is there even a way to return to my own world? The emperor came and spoke, I missed you, so I came again today. What's wrong? Are you hurt somewhere? Usainiel replied, You idiot, come to the door, regardless of whether he was being sincere, to think that he would change because of what I said. There's no way that's possible. Emperor, what is it? What are you thinking about? Man, I'm in front of you. I'm disappointed. Usainiel, tell him stop. That's enough. I won't accept anything more as a joke. Is it true that you changed how you look because of what I said? Emperor reply, Yes. I changed the emperor's clothing to fit your taste. You said you liked someone who wears black. So, do you like it? Usainiel thought, I don't even know where things went wrong. Emperor, ask if you want. I can change the decoration to black if there's anything you want. Usainiel, ask, tell me how you changed your appearance. Answer me, please. Emperor replied, Are you curious? If you marry me, I will tell you. Usainiel thought he's been what you want since earlier, but he's not going to avoid important things like this. My family being kicked out to Baron, my life, something to do with your change in appearance, then said never mind, then I'm going back home. Emperor asked, Can I go too? I used to go often a long time ago. I have a present for you. Usaniel replied, I don't need it. Emperor asked, even though it's an entrance pass for the royal library. The library finished construction of a new annex. It will have more books about magic than the Kansean. You can rent any book outside of the banned book section. You liked reading books, remember. I will wait for you in the palace. In return, come quickly, my patience is running thin. Usaniel thought teleportation. He can use the highest level magic. Next day Usaniel asked the royal guard, you kept going to the palace even after I went to Baron. Don't you think Tess has changed? Royal guard reply, well, His Majesty would only go around with you since a long time ago. In my eyes, he's still the same as when he was the crown prince. Usaniel thought after that day, I asked my father and everyone else I knew about Tess. They all had the same response. They didn't know Tess's appearance had changed. Royal guard, tell her ever since His Majesty rose to the throne, there's been a bloody event, so you don't get involved if you can. Usaniel thought, right, I have a feeling I shouldn't get involved, but I can't lose this chance to learn more about magic. Emperor thought you finally came. I have waited, my love. Usaniel thought, the empire's power is split into two major factions, the founding dukes and the faction supported by the emperors, the sole woman favored by the previous emperor. And the empress of the duke family was planned to be chosen from the daughter of the duke, but that got scrapped because Tess kept chasing after me. Our family has already been restrained from eyeing the empress position because of this. On top of that, there's a rumor that I am making my way to the palace right after returning. I don't want to bring harm to my family anymore. 14 years ago, in the imperial court, the emperor stated, I called you because I have something to ask you. Do you like the black color? Is your ideal type someone with dark hair and black eyes? Usaniel replied, yes. The emperor said, even the priest has given up on that child. The only name he calls out is your daughter. It's all because of that illegitimate child. Her mother spoke, watch your words. Elves are symbols of virtue and purity. To say that my daughter is mixed with elf blood is a pathetic argument. Whatever happened to your son was his choice. Don't take your anger out on my innocent daughter. The emperor stated, send that child to Baron and lock her there for life. Her father, the duke, shouted, I cannot allow Usaniel to be sent away alone. Send our entire family instead. The emperor said, very well, this is the utmost consideration I can provide for the family. Usaniel thought, I did not think I would ever return here. This place still feels unpleasant. Then in the library, Usaniel thought, wow, it's grown much larger than before. The librarian said, the emperor said you would come, it's been so long. Usaniel asked, is the emperor here? The librarian replied, yes, as soon as he ascended the throne, he ordered me to collect all the books you showed interest in as a child. After some time, Usaniel thought, the words of the previous emperor when I was driven to Baron and Tess changed appearance. Even though he did not forget me, he still left our family in Baron for years after ascending the throne. I harbor resentment for everything. It's become difficult to find books about magic, and I was beginning to give up hope in returning to the world I once knew. I know all of this is not your fault, but I can't just act as if nothing happened. The emperor came and spoke. So you came, Usaniel replied. As always, why can't you leave me alone? The emperor said, that's because I like you. Usaniel asked, then answer me, why does no one talk about your appearance, as if they can't see that you have changed? The emperor asked, are you curious about me? I am overjoyed, come here. Usaniel shouted, stop, I told you I won't be seeing you anymore. The emperor replied, you are stronger than you look, Usaniel said, so stop messing around already. What are we even talking about? The emperor spoke, I am quite fine as is. Usaniel stated, I said enough. The emperor spoke, ouch, that's so harsh, pushing me away without any explanation. Usaniel replied, be grateful I did not hit you harder. The emperor stated, seems like you met a good swordmaster in Baron. You have grown even stronger since we were kids. Usaniel thought, so you knew about my mentor, my childhood friend, the crybaby with a frail body. You did not just change your appearance, something about you has changed. What is it? This sense of uneasiness. It's strange yet draws my attention. I don't understand why my eyes keep looking at him. Maybe I'm just attracted to his new appearance. The emperor spoke, "My love does love dark looks. I am glad to have caught your attention. It was worth the price I paid." Usainiel thought, "Price," then asked, "How the heck did you change your hair and eye color, and why has no one noticed your transformation? Answer me honestly, without dodging the question." The emperor stated, "I made a pact with the imperial palace, the first emperor, unified the continent despite the resistance from neighboring countries and the power struggles with the nobles. He thought, what if they betray me?" He synchronized himself with the imperial palace so that he could monitor anyone within the castle walls. The pact continued even after him. The future emperors inherited this ability. In short, this is my territory. It's a secret passed down only to the successors. Besides, my abilities are far stronger than the predecessors. If someone enters the castle once, I can manipulate their memories. Usainiel thought, "That's something. You talk about these enormous powers so casually. But even if the emperor's magic was powerful, it's not normal for the power to be passed on for generations post his death. Unless there is a powerful entity involved, there must be a strange force involved in this. I need to learn about magic more," she asked. "Why are my memories intact?" The emperor replied, "Because you are half-elf. Beings like elves or fairies, all the children of light, are resistant to the imperial abilities." Usainiel asked, "Aren't you worried? What if I start telling everyone the emperor is orchestrating a grand hoax? What are you going to do then?" Then she thought, "I feel a little mischievous. If I don't get back at you in some way, I won't be able to forget about being ignored for 14 years. The emperor stated, "You would not do that because you have always been on my side. You are the only one for me." Usainiel thought, "Yes, I have always been on your side, but," and asked, "Do you think I would not feel anything after seeing how you change? I will be going." The emperor said, "Wait, you said you like this change. I am sorry. Please, if things go on like this, Leary Sheen will be executed." Usainiel replied, "Do as you please." The emperor asked, "You don't like this version of me either?" Usainiel replied, "Until we meet again, your majesty." Then she thought, "It's not that I hate your change. I just need some time to sort out my feelings." And spoke, "We should keep our distance for a while." The emperor said, "Usainiel, please, I can't live without you." Usainiel thought. The emperor asked her if she also disliked him. She pondered. Also, what did he mean by that? "You were always the only one on my side." That's right, I once used to think the same. Then, 14 years ago, the prince spoke, "I am really happy that we can attend magic lessons together." Usainiel asked, "You were throwing a fit to the duke to come along, were you not?" The prince replied, "If Usainiel is happy, then so am I." Usainiel thought, "Just as much as you trusted me, I trusted you too." Next scene at the Grand Mage's office, Usainiel thought, would the Grand Mage know how to cross dimensions? Maybe he could even notice that I am from another world. The Grand Mage spoke, "As you mentioned, she is indeed very polite." The prince replied, "Right, Usainiel is incredibly smart, the prettiest, and the kindest in the world. She is going to marry me." Usainiel thought, saying such things in front of the empress's courtiers, and whispered, "Stop saying that." The prince asked, "Why? Someone might hear, isn't that right?" The courtiers spoke, "We should go now." After that, the Grand Mage taught them about magic. Usainiel asked if she had a question. "Do you know the angel and the lumberjack at Mount Guanaxon?" The angel who fell in love with him but had to return to heaven. So both are from different worlds. Is there a way to cross to another world? The Grand Mage replied, "The essence of your question is mana. Mount Guanaxon is famous as a place where a lot of mana gathers from generation to generation. If we use that mana of the mountain, opening a door to another world is not entirely impossible." Usainiel was so happy. Grand Mage continued, "Unfortunately, however, I do not know of a way to open such a door. It was possible because it was an angel that crossed worlds. No matter how hard humans try, we will never be able to achieve such a feat." Usainiel thought, "I finally found a way to return this time, but again failed." The Grand Mage continued, "If they are non-human entities like ancient dragons or gods, they might know of a way." The prince asked, "What about demons? Would demons know?" Then at night, the prince said, "I really like sleeping in Usainiel's room." Usainiel asked, "You threw a tantrum in front of the carriage to come here, didn't you?" The prince replied, "Yes, it would be good if you stayed at the palace." Usainiel asked, "How can I sleep there when I can barely even breathe in that place?" The prince spoke, "That's because you are too kind." Usainiel continued, "The palace is all gloomy, you are the only cheerful person in there." The prince spoke, "Let's get married already." The next moment he said, "Good night, and don't worry too much, whatever you want, I will make it happen." Usainiel told him, "But you don't know what I want, but thanks for the comfort," and she thought, "I still loved your affection." Next scene, Usainiel thought, "This place, it's that dream again. Mother, I am sorry I had to go first. Oh no, something is wrong with my body. It feels like I am being torn apart. It hurts. Mom, save me." Suddenly she woke up. The prince was saying her name and spoke, "Get a grip." "I am right here." Usainiel replied, "You are getting too close, never giving me a break, are you?" The prince spoke, "I thought you were having a nightmare, so I woke you up. Seriously, you kept saying you were in pain." Usainiel thought, "Yeah, it did hurt. I can still vividly remember how it felt to be stabbed with a knife. Ever since I was reborn here, I keep having the same dreams of my previous life. It's like this world is rejecting me, urging me to return to my original world. It's as if I was cursed." Then at breakfast, her mother spoke. "Good morning," Usainiel said. "You are as strong as always, mother." Her mother replied, "That's because I am an elf. Did our daughter sleep well? She is still young. It would be nice if she could sleep with us." The little crown prince was also there. After that the prince thought, "I can't seem to move my hands well today, my fingers hurt." Usainiel spoke, "Tess, have this instead and let me see your hand. Did you get hurt again?" Her mother said, "It seems Usainiel has a soft spot for the crown prince." Usainiel replied, "It's not like that." Then she thought, "In this world, our family is harmonious and healthy. But that was not the case in my previous life. My father abandoned our family and lived with another woman, and my mother had to take responsibility for me alone. She always gave me love, but my mother, who was originally weak, had her health worsen due to my father's infidelity. That's why I think when I see Tess, I am reminded of my mom, and I tend to take care of him. He is also clumsy and cries a lot, just like her. Even though he is in pain, he soon smiles just like her. After my death, I wonder if she was doing okay. It's not that I dislike my parents here. I am always grateful for the love they give me. But unlike them, my mom had only me. I must return to my original world as soon as possible." Usainiel spoke, "Mother, I heard that elves, unlike humans, are closer to the fairy realm. So could you possibly know how to traverse between worlds?" She thought, "I need to go back. It is time for my return." Mother asked, "Why are you curious about such a thing?" Usainiel thought. "It would be easier if I were honest and asked for help, knowing that these people truly love me as their daughter, but I can't reveal that I don't belong in this place." She replied, "Because I've been taking classes from the Grand Mage, and there is a part one don't understand. I thought you, as the only elf in the capital, might have the answer, Mother." Mother spoke, "Oh, my darling. Did you hear that? It feels nice to be acknowledged by Usainiel. Unfortunately, I can't provide information about other worlds. It's a secret. Unlike fairies born and living in the fairy realm, elves are bound to keep any truth unspoken while living in the human realm due to certain restrictions, kind of like a contract." Usainiel asked, "So, is the contract with a god? Which god created it?" Mother replied, "Well, I am not sure about that." Usainiel thought, "This is a disaster. Asking Mother was my last hope." After some time, the prince asked, "Maybe you should calm down for a bit. These books are useless. Nothing seems useful." Then he asked, "You seem off today." Usainiel asked, "Do you like me?" The prince replied, "I really like you, so live with me. Mom and Dad said I could marry a really nice person." Usainiel spoke, "Don't ever say that in front of others," and thought, "Because your mom is watching with her eyes blazing. She even regularly holds children exchange parties to connect her son with the young master of the Duchy of Sheen. I wonder if he is truly clueless." Usainiel continued, "Not to mention, you need to be of age to get married, plus my taste is." The prince stated, "I know, a man that does not cry and is good at magic, but not arrogant, and looks like the night sky with black hair and black eyes. Usaniel spoke, "You know me well." "You know, then it's about time." The prince said, "But I am blonde with blue eyes, can't I change Usaniel's tastes?" Usaniel replied, "You have already failed the not crying part, and tastes can't be changed just like that." The prince asked, "Even so, is it not okay to like me? Even if I promise to let you read any book you want and take classes every day? If you want, I can give you all the jewels and dresses in the world." Usaniel replied, "You can't have your way just by throwing a tantrum, you can't force a heart to change." The prince said, "I am sorry." Usaniel continued, "Let's go, we should head back to the palace." He replied, "I don't." And thought, "I don't want to go back. I don't want to be away from you." Then she spoke, "I will go if you hold my hand." After that, the prince thought, "Usaniel, you are always kind to me, but that's not enough. I want to get your attention, your love. How can I do that?" The next day, friends said, "Wow, you are amazing." The count spoke, "You have a good form. Have you learned how to wield a sword before?" Suddenly, Edel came and said, "You are not showing up for our sword lesson, so I came here to get you." Usaniel replied, "Sorry, I forgot to tell you that I would not be able to make it today." The next moment, the prince asked, "Who told you that you could just walk in here as you please? Hurry up and leave, she is spending time with me today." Then he slapped him. Usaniel asked, "Are you all right?" Edel replied, "I am fine." The prince stated, "I am hurt too, I am in more pain than he is." Usaniel thought, his outbursts grew worse as time went by, so he tried to separate me from not only Edel but also everyone else around me. As a result, my family became the topic of gossip. Nevertheless, I did not think Tess's obsession with me was a serious problem. I thought he was just clinging to me because he was a child, and I was his first friend. Usaniel spoke, "Don't worry, no matter who I meet, you will always be my friend." And that was how I always calmed him down. Before long, he had an early growth spurt. Mother asked, "I have not seen the crown prince around lately." Father replied, "I heard he can't go outside due to his growing pains." Mother asked, "Are you sad that you can't see the crown prince?" Usaniel replied, "Not at all. I just miss taking my magic lessons at the palace." Mother spoke, "Then why don't you use this chance to take more sword lessons with Edel? If the two of you get engaged as a result, then all the better. That way you would be able to put more distance between yourself and the crown prince." I couldn't care less about petty rumors. "I just have a feeling that growing closer to the crown prince won't be good for you. This is what my elf's intuition is telling me." Usaniel thought, getting engaged is not a bad idea. If I were to have a fiancé, Tess would have no choice but to watch his behavior around me. It's a logically sound choice, but... Then she spoke, "No, I don't plan on growing close with anyone," and thought, "After all, I will be returning to my original world at some point, so I can't deepen my relationship with anyone in this world." She told her mother, "Don't worry, he is like a little brother to me." But contrary to what she had told her mother, Tess had grown a considerable amount when she saw him again. He was so much taller now. The prince spoke, "I sent the guards away, so we are alone here. Stop speaking to me politely and don't bow to me either. If you treat me like a stranger, my heart will feel like it's being torn apart. Your face is red." Usaniel replied, "Shut up. It's only because I feel nauseous whenever I am at the palace. I have to mind my etiquette, starting from the checkpoint at the entrance. It's exhausting, you know." The prince told her, "Don't worry, there is no need for you to bow to me, and if you want, I will change everything to make it easier for you to travel anywhere in the empire." Usaniel asked, "How are you going to change the empire's laws?" The prince replied, "That is a secret for now, so please be patient." Usaniel thought, although I can't clearly recall the looks on his face back then. That was when my elf's intuition activated for the first time. I could tell something was not right. But after that, Tess confined himself within the palace, and because demons appeared at the border, causing chaos in the empire, I quickly forgot the ominous feeling from that day. After some time passed, Tess's 6th birthday arrived, with 35 days remaining until the Haldrant family is exiled from the capital. Nobles were chatting. "Look, Duke Haldrant and his family are here as well. I hear the dress Lady Usaniel is wearing is a gift from His Majesty." There are even rumors that His Highness has gotten better thanks to her. Look, Lady Orange Cheyenne is also here. They say both ladies are on bad terms because they are fighting over the position of Crown Prince. After that, the Emperor and Empress arrived, and the Crown Prince was with them, Eusaneal thought. This is the first time I am seeing Tess after the day in the library. He looks pale. Is he still sick? Oh no. Our eyes met. The prince tried to approach. The Empress spoke. You must maintain your dignity. Everyone is watching you. The prince replied. I don't care. I want to go talk to Eusaneal. Nobles started murmuring. I guess the Haldrons are also trying to have their daughter marry into the imperial family, like everyone else. Eusaneal thought. All of the empire's nobles are gathered here. The bigger the commotion grows, the worse it will be for my family. I don't want to cause any more trouble for them. She spoke. Your Highness, I apologize for greeting you late. I wish you a happy birthday. The prince replied. Don't greet me so formally, Eusaneal thought. I know Tess did not want me to do this, but I have to draw a line between us today. After that, Eusaneal thought, Tess, you will also be making public appearances from now on, so I have to put some distance between us at these formal events, but I did not think he would make such a sad face. Edel came and spoke. Why are you standing in the corner of the hall by yourself? Everyone wants to talk to you, Eusaneal replied. When I don't want to talk to them, how did you receive such an invitation in the first place? Edel replied, well, His Highness put in a request for me. I heard he asked His Majesty for the favor himself. I guess he recognized my talent, Eusaneal thought. But Tess despises Edel. Why would he do such a thing all of a sudden? Edel told her, anyhow, it's worrying that His Highness is constantly ill. He even took foreign medicine. But I heard it has not helped, Eusaneal asked. He is that sick. I thought he was just experiencing growing pains. Suddenly, lightning struck. Eusaneal thought. My memories of that day are still vivid. The palace was suddenly hit with a storm of thunder and lightning, and Tess collapsed. All the nobles were running away, and our family hurried home as well. My father said the imperial physician is here, so His Highness should be all right. You will see him again later, Eusaneal thought. But my father was wrong. That was the last time I saw the Tess I knew. After that day, the Emperor exiled my family to Valen, and 14 years later, the Tess I met was a completely different person. Edel asked, what are you thinking so hard about? Eusaneal replied. I was just looking back on the past and trying to recall how I ended up here. Edel asked, looking back on the past, which part of the past? I want to know. What do you think you are doing? Lady Arun replied. Stop prying. Did the Imperial Knights not teach you anything about tact? Edel replied. That's rich, considering how you butted in on our tea time. Next scene, Eusaneal thought. I ended up coming here before I realized it. It is the same dream my parents planted in celebration of my birth. Tess and I played here often when we were little. I thought it would have died. Since no one was here to take care of it after we were banished, I said I wanted to put some distance between us for the time being. Suddenly, the Emperor came and spoke. I had no choice. You were not coming to me, so I had to find you instead. Eusaneal spoke. I told you not to come to our estate. The Emperor asked, why not? I came over often in the past. Do you really hate me now? I am sorry. I will even spare Lily if you wish, so please don't hate me. Eusaneal replied. I don't hate you, but you are the Emperor now. We can't just treat each other as friends like before. I don't want any strange rumors about my family spreading again. The Emperor told her, don't worry, no one will even bother you again. I promise. Didn't I say I would give you everything you wanted? Eusaneal thought, you are saying the same words with the same look on your face as when you were young. It looks like time has not changed you one bit. Maybe I am the one who has changed. Eusaneal said, all right, then the way I used to, but I won't do it when there are other people around, and don't come here again. My parents will feel uneasy if they see you. The Emperor replied, okay and thank you. Eusaneal spoke, I can't breathe. You are also just as clingy as ever. Then she thought, it may have taken 14 years longer to get here, but it's fine. I have been admitted into the Concilium and can freely visit the Imperial Library as well. From this point forward, I can just focus on researching magic. Tess is all right, and my family was allowed to return to the capital. Now I can return to my original world with my mind at ease. At the end of the day, nothing has changed between Tess and me. After that, the emperor asked, "You continue to learn swordsmanship and magic in Valen?" Usaniel replied, "Yes, I was fortunate enough to meet some great teachers. Thanks to them, I think I will have an easier time with my classes." The emperor said, "You really are amazing." Usaniel asked, "What about you? What have you been up to all this time?" Then she thought, "After being exiled to Valen, there was a time when I resented Tess. Our family was innocent. We had been stripped of all our rights, and you had not returned to me at all. So, I thought you were having a nice life without me. But when I heard what happened to you, His Majesty practically shut the crown prince inside the palace after his birthday. No nobles lower than a duke are allowed to enter the palace. Then the empress gave birth to a new son. My resentment quickly turned into bewilderment after the birth of another successor to the throne. Tess must have had some rough days. His parents could not have been happy about the changes he was going through." The emperor replied, "Isn't it obvious? I only thought of you during that time." Usaniel spoke, "Yet it took you an entire year after becoming the emperor to let my family return to the capital. Do you know how long you kept me waiting?" The emperor asked, "Were you waiting to see me again? That makes me happy." Usaniel replied, "No, I was not waiting for you. I was waiting for my family to be allowed to return to the capital." The emperor stated, "Well, I was waiting for the day. I prayed every night that I would see you again. I missed you so much. You are turning red. Do you feel hot?" Usaniel replied, "It's your fault. You keep acting strange." The emperor replied, "But I have always acted like this." Usaniel said, "That's true, but something feels a little." Then she thought, "Come to think of it, Tess always made physical contact with me when we were younger, so why is it making me feel so flustered now? I keep feeling conscious of him." The emperor asked, "Different, why?" Usaniel replied, "I must be feeling a bit shy because we have not seen each other in a long time." Then she thought, "What is the matter with me? Why do I feel this way all of a sudden?" The emperor stated, "It's all right. We can keep doing this until you grow accustomed to it again. On that note, you should come to see me often." Usaniel told him, "Do you think I would want to when you keep acting this way? And I will be busy researching magic, so I won't be able to visit you for the time being." He replied, "No, you will be coming to see me." Then, at night, Usaniel thought, he sounded quite confident. What could he have meant by that? He left a vague message like that before he disappeared. How frustrating. Why are the lights on in the sitting room at this hour? Next scene, Marquis spoke, "Lady, please help me. Please save my daughter. It has already been a few days since she was locked away in the palace dungeon. At this rate, she might really die." Usaniel spoke, "I don't know why you are talking to me about this. Your daughter was imprisoned because she insulted my family. As the victim in this situation, there is nothing I can do for you." The Marquis spoke, "I will apologize for my rudeness, so please save my daughter. Lily may be immature, but that is not something that has to be punished like this." Usaniel asked, "I don't know why you keep saying that she is going to die. Even if she was imprisoned on the emperor's order, the daughter of a marquis can't be killed so easily. The Confederation of Nobles will surely oppose it." Usaniel's father told her, "That confederation is no more. His Majesty has eliminated over half the nobles who were in it." Usaniel thought, just how much has the playing field changed while we were away from the capital? After that, her father spoke, "At least the Marquis' son was in his right mind. Otherwise, I would have had the guards drag his father out." Usaniel asked, "Anyway, what were you saying before, father? The Confederation of Nobles no longer exists. What do you mean? The nobles in it were eliminated." Her father replied, "I heard that some of the nobles were plotting to replace the crown prince, while we were still in Valen. However, their leader, Duke Rantia, suddenly died, and after that, the Imperial Knights swore allegiance to the crown prince. The plot was forgotten." Usaniel spoke. "So that's why Tess got rid of those nobles as soon as he rose to the throne." Her father replied, "His Majesty exposed all the dirty business those nobles had been up to and seized all of their land and property. It now belongs to the Empire. Looking back on it now, I think our family was fortunate to have been exiled early. I hear His Majesty has calmed down since our return to the capital, but the atmosphere at the palace is still very cold, so be careful." Usaniel spoke, "Yes, father, don't worry." After that, Usainiel thought. I was going to stay away from the palace for the time being. But I heard that some of the nobles were plotting to replace the crown prince. After hearing something like that, I can't help but worry. Everyone seems to think the emperor is a dangerous tyrant, but that's only because they don't know the real Tess. While I am here taking care of the Lily business, I will have to see for myself whether Tess is really all right. The emperor came and spoke. I was right. I told you you would be coming to see me. Usainiel asked, why are you doing this to Lily? There is no need to punish her to this extent. The emperor replied, because she dared to insult you. On top of that, you now seem worried about her, which makes me want to spare her even less. Usainiel replied, it's not that I am worried about her, she is my friend's sister, and I don't want any unsettled business with the Cheyenne family. The emperor asked, then kiss me, and I will let the girl go. You have to kiss me, emperor said. Wow, that was so close. I thought you would kiss me for real this time, but it's fine, your hand tastes plenty sweet too. Usainiel felt something new, then spoke, stop that. I should have known there is no talking sense into you. The emperor said, that hurts. Are you angry at me? Usainiel replied, it's supposed to. The emperor stated, I will spare Lily. Usainiel replied, whatever, do what you want. Then thought, I really almost kissed him back there. Snap out of it. The emperor told her, don't be mad, I am sorry. Usainiel thought, he is Tess, he is the crybaby who was scared of everything, threw tantrums, and always followed me around. I had to look after him all the time because he was so frail. He is a childhood friend who is like a younger brother to me, at least, that's what I thought he was. The emperor asked, have you forgiven me now? Usainiel thought, so why does my heart keep racing because of him? After some time in the carriage, Usainiel thought, my heart was going to explode. I had to use every ounce of my restraint just to act cool. I am glad I got out of the palace. If Tess found out that he made me flustered, he would try to set a wedding date right away. Though, I do think he would look good in a white suit. Seriously, why am I acting like this? I can't push Tess away. It's not just his face either. His scent puts me in a daze, and his gestures are subtly seductive. Whenever I am near him, my entire body feels hot. He changed so many things for me and lost just as much because of me. Seeing as how you keep entering my thoughts, no matter how much I push you away, you might have a stronger grasp on me than I thought. But I have to focus on returning to my original world. Will I be able to turn a blind eye to your affection, after you have suffered for 14 long years? Next scene, Now spoke. Greetings, lady, I came to discuss what happened before, Usainiel stated. I saw that you had written a letter requesting permission to visit this time. It seemed like you were not aware of the proper procedure before. Now spoke. Yes, I wanted to apologize for that. I am sorry for the rudeness exhibited by my father and Lily. Usainiel thought, this is unexpected. I did not think he would actually lower his head before me, and said, please get up, you are not the one who needs to apologize. Now stated, but I do, my lady, my family has made a mistake, so it is only right that I take responsibility as the next head of the household, Usainiel replied. You and Aran are very similar. Then why is Lily the only one with a different personality? Now spoke. You must know that my family is attempting to produce the next empress, but as you know, that did not go well. She was born to become the empress and sees herself as always being interested in doing so. She must have been quite anxious about your return to the capital, because you and His Majesty have an intimate relationship, Usainiel spoke. That is not the case. His Majesty and I are friends, that's all. Naus said. That is a relief, Usainiel asked. What did you say? Naus replied. I was apologizing for Lily's actions, Usainiel stated. Then I will accept your apology, and Lily will be fine, so there is no need to worry about her. Naus spoke. Lady, you are still the honorable person I admired in the past. I hear you have been receiving quite a few invitations to parties and banquets. Would it be all right if I escorted you to them? Usainiel thought, now that I am back in the capital, it is important to keep up with the goings-on of high society. If my partner is a member of the Cheyenne family, it would be easier for me to gather information. And replied, very well, I shall inform you of the events that I plan to attend. Now said, the next time we meet, I hope you will refer to me by my name only, Please feel free to address me casually. A few days later in the carriage, Naus and Eusainiel are chatting. Naus speaks, I see you are still addressing me formally. Eusainiel replies, well, we are not all that close yet, and thought he should know that a man and a woman calling each other by name only can lead to misunderstandings, especially if they are not even friends. She then asks, or have the rules of our society changed while I was away? Do people call the members of their rival family by their names only? Naus starts laughing and replies, of course not, the rules have not changed. I see you are still keeping me at a distance. Even when we were younger, you would not let me call you by name only. But then you became friends with Oren, so I doubt this will cause any problems between our friends. Please just think of me as the younger brother of one of your close friends, or is there another reason why you are opposed to it? Eusainiel speaks, well, since you are my friend's younger brother, I suppose I could just call you by your name only. Then at the banquet, Eusainiel speaks, what is this? Did you two come here as partners? When did you become so close? Elet replies, not like that. You said Lord Naus would be escorting you here, so I had no choice but to come with Lady Oren instead. Oren asks, is this the thanks I get for doing you a favor? After some time, Lady Oren speaks, I should be the one thanking you for getting Lily out of that dungeon with a mere fine. His Majesty released her on the condition that my family hand over our territory in the south. Eusainiel asks, but isn't the diamond mine there your family's main source of income? Oren replies, well, it's still better than Lily dying. Eusainiel thought, she thinks Taze would just free Lily, yet used this chance to weaken the Cheyenne family, and used Lily as an excuse to fill the imperial family coffers legally. His goal must have been to strengthen the imperial family power. And speaks, I see that Crybaby made quite the strategic move. Oren replies, His Majesty is no longer the same crown prince you remember. He weeds out all corruption, no matter how small, so it won't come back to bite him in the future. Truthfully, it's a miracle that my family is still around. Eusainiel states, he seems to be handling state affairs better than I expected. 14 years is a long time after all. And then thought, everyone around me has grown a lot in these past 14 years. Looks like I will have to step up my game as well. Then at night, her mother asks, did you have a good time? Her little sister also asks, how was high society? Eusainiel replies, don't even get me started. I was surrounded by people all night. It was so tiring. But considering the fact that this is the first event I attended in high society, I think I did all right. Her mother asks, who are you more drawn to, Naus or Edel? If it's hard for you to decide, I am fine with you seeing both of them. You should try courting as many men as possible. Her father comes and asks, my daughter is courting, and more than one man at that. Eusainiel speaks, it's not like that, father, her mother tells her, but you can only marry one of them. After some days, Eusainiel thought, after my return to high society, I became tremendously busy. During the week, I took part in the magic research project, and on the weekends, I attended gatherings in high society with Naus. As a result, people stopped speculating about my relationship with Taze. There is no end to the research I have to do. Come to think of it, I have not had the time to see Taze because I was so busy. Well, Taze has not contacted me either, so he must be busy as well. All the research I am doing now is necessary to find a way back to the original world. I finally have an opportunity to look for a way back, so I need to concentrate. After some time, Eusainiel thought, as if I don't have enough on my plate already. Now the New Year's ball is coming up too. Her little sister asked, is there always a ball on New Year's Day? Eusainiel replied, on New Year's, families give the people supplies like oil and food to honor the dead. After the supplies have been distributed, the palace holds a New Year's ball that lasts several days. Her little sister told her, how about you use that red jewel? I am talking about the one you received for your 18th birthday. Eusainiel replied, so you mean this jewel? Then I will look for a dress that matches. And thought, when I turned 18, I was practicing with my teacher. He is the best swordsman. After I found out that he and my mother knew each other, our relationship has continued to this day. There was a time when I struggled to accept reality. After arriving in Valen, I felt despair over the fact that I could no longer find a way back to my original world, and guilt over being the cause of my family's exile. These feelings were a heavy burden on my back then, But as time passed, my wounds gradually healed, and my memories of what happened at the capital began to fade. But then I received that gift. My whole family and teacher congratulated me on my birthday, Mother said. Sometimes I think you are closer to Bernard than us. Usainiel replied, well, we do spend a lot of time together. You said I needed to get stronger and told me to take more lessons with him. Bernard said, that's because of the prophecy. You need to become stronger in preparation for it. Mother shouted, watch your mouth. Bernard replied, oh dear, my mistake. Usainiel thought, I have not seen Mother this angry since our audience with the Emperor. I don't know what they are talking about. But does this prophecy have something to do with it? Then my other teacher, Book, came and said, happy birthday, and after some time, he said, here, this is my gift for you. It's a book on fire magic. I am sure you will find it pretty helpful. Usainiel asked, how did you know that I was having a hard time mastering fire magic? Book replied, you were struggling to activate fire magic during our lesson before, and I will teach you some tips during our next lesson, so don't worry about fire magic. Usainiel stated, you are the best mage I have ever met, and your lessons are easier to understand than the ones I received at the capital. Book said, take this. Usainiel asked, a jewel, it is so beautiful. I can't take my eyes off its shiny red surface. I have never seen one this big before. What kind of jewel is it? It does not seem like a ruby. Book replied, I was not the one who prepared this gift, so I am not sure. Usainiel asked, then who is it from? Book replied, my memory is a bit hazy. But while I was on my way to your home earlier, a boy gave it to me and asked me to pass it along to you. The boy said, can you do something for me? I wanted to give this to Usainiel myself, but I couldn't yet, so I'm asking you to do it instead. Usainiel asked, what did he look like? Did he have blonde hair and blue eyes? Book replied, well, strangely enough, I can't remember his face. I think he cast some sort of memory spell on me, and a very powerful one. Usainiel thought, maybe it was not him, and asked, do you remember anything else about him? Book replied, what I do remember is that his clothes were much too thin for the weather outside. His entire body felt as cold as ice, and although he was smiling, it looked like he might cry at any moment. After some time, Usainiel thought, there is only one person I am close to who does not call me Usainiel. Only he would walk around in this weather in thin clothes, and wait in the freezing cold to give me a present. Only him. It has to be Taze. I want to believe that it's you, so this jewel was from you after all. Even Book had never seen this mysterious jewel before, so I was curious about it. I even tried analyzing its components but failed to identify what kind of jewel it was. But I know one thing for certain. Whenever I look at this vivid red color, my heart feels like it's breaking. It feels like you are begging me not to forget you. Judging by the size of this jewel, it must be quite expensive. What were you thinking when you had Book pass this on to me? The next day, Father said, you have been staying overnight at the Conceum often these days. Is your research keeping you busy? Usainiel replied, yes, the Empire has had many mana storms in the last 10 years, so there is much for us to investigate. Father said, you only just transferred to the Conceum, so you don't have to participate in the mana research project right away. Usainiel replied, I promise I won't let this affect our family's reputation. I already received lessons on history and liberal arts from teachers. Father asked, our family's reputation? Why are you bringing that up right now? Mother said, this is not what your father is worried about. You have also been attending social gatherings on the weekends, so you have barely gotten any rest. We are just worried about you. Usainiel thought, I am preparing in advance. This way, I won't have to worry about your safety when it's time for me to leave. It took me a long time to get used to this world. But even now I suffer from nightmares about what happened 20 years ago. Mother asked, could it be that you are still having nightmares? Usainiel said, no, I haven't had any nightmares since I was little, and I promise not to push myself too hard with my research at the Conceum. Also, you like it when I attend social gatherings, Mother. Then Mother said, you have to meet a lot of men in order to find the right one for you. Little sister said, Usainiel likes men who are more beautiful and gentle, and if he has a nice smile and a modest personality, that's even better. Usainiel asked, and why do you have such a specific idea of who I like? Sister replied, Do you remember when we went out to town to buy supplies in Valen last winter? You helped a man on the street back then. Usainiel remembered, yes, and thought that he was Taze, but the boy said his name was Meal and asked, "May I treat you to some tea to repay you for your kindness?" Usainiel thought, "Snap out of it, this man is not Taze," and replied, "I am sorry, but I have to run an errand." Little sister said, "You were staring at him for so long that I thought he was your type." Mother asked, "Did you say his name was Meal? His name ends in L, so there is a chance that he is an elf like me." Usainiel thought, "Mother, I am not rushing to find a way back to my original world solely because of my nightmares. The longer I am here with you all, the less sure I am that I will be able to say goodbye to you." After some time in the room, Seal asked, "Is something bothering you? You haven't spoken at all since dinner." "Like I said, I was just joking around about finding another man attractive. You know you are the only one for me." Millen replied, "I just recalled the nightmares Usainiel used to have when she was younger. You remember how serious they were." Seal responded, "Of course. How can I forget? The first thing she did upon waking up was reassure us. She doesn't like making us worry, which makes me worry even more. Do you remember when she was in a bad mood, because the Crown Prince did not call us back to the capital right after his rise to the throne? I was honestly happy to hear that. The child always hides her emotions, so I thought she was finally opening up. But she has put up her walls again after our return to the capital. It's as if she is running away from something. It would have been better if we had just stayed in Valen. That is why we need to stop her from getting involved with the imperial family. In order to prepare for what is to come, Usainiel needs someone supportive beside her, not a high and mighty emperor, but someone who would give up everything for her." Millen told her, "Don't worry, His Majesty has been quiet lately, and Usainiel is adjusting to her life here, so everything will be all right." Then, on the day of the New Year's ball, Mother said, "Everyone seems excited because it is the new year. And of course, my daughter is today's star and the most beautiful of them all. It's also her birthday today." Then Father came and said, "I have been waiting for you." After some time, Usainiel thought, "Mother seems to be putting in more effort today. Maybe it's because she hasn't been out in high society in a while. I will just go take a look around. Was there always a painting hanging here? Wow, I only heard about this painting before. It's the creation of the empire by Rosalind. The first emperor made a pact with God. I heard Lux is typically represented in white. Then who on earth is this god painted in black?" Edel came and asked, "What is the birthday girl doing in the corner by herself? Happy birthday. Do you come here to hide from all the people out there?" Usainiel replied, "I suppose so." Edel asked, "Are you alone here?" Orien also came and stated, "Lord Edel," then said, "Happy birthday. The ball will begin as soon as His Majesty arrives, so a member of House Haldrant should not be absent from the hall." After some time, Usainiel thought, "I was hoping not to draw any attention at this ball." Then her father asked, "Will you save your first dance for me?" "Right," Edel said. "Usainiel needs to spend time with her friends as well." Naus added, "Exactly, this will be her worst birthday ever if she has to dance with her father first." Usainiel said, "Excuse me, I was not planning to dance in the first place, and thought, they are not even listening to me." Mother said, "You are so popular," and asked, "Have you heard of this popular New Year belief? They say the first person you dance with at the New Year's ball after you come of age is the one you will fall in love with." Usainiel replied, "That makes no sense at all." Mother said, "Really, but you never know what might happen. So, who here will you dance with first?" Usainiel asked, "What has gotten into you, Mother? I thought you would want me to dance with Naus or Edel." Mother replied, "Well, and thought, for some reason, the air at the palace feels heavier than usual today. I know it's always been like that here, but this is on a whole other level. It is almost as if," then said, "we should try to go home early tonight," and thought, it is not just that the air is heavy, it's clinging to Usainiel, as if it wants to swallow her up. But why is it doing that all of a sudden? Suddenly, the emperor arrived. Usainiel thought, it's been a while since I have seen Taze. He looks thinner than before, but his slyness has not changed. Mother stated, "You have to stay with me and your father, understand? Promise me that you will not leave my side tonight." Usainiel asked, "Shouldn't we greet him as well, Mother?" The emperor stated, That's enough. Please raise your heads, everyone. I have been busy lately, so there are quite a few faces that I have not seen in a while. It is good to see you here. Mother said. Get behind me, Eusaneal asked. What is wrong? Mother, why are you acting like this? Is it because His Majesty's appearance has changed? The nobles were chatting. Just look at his dark hair and majestic poise. His black hair is just like the previous emperor's. Every strand looks perfect. The hair is proof of his imperial bloodline. What a noble color. Mother asked, how has everyone been brainwashed like this? How could this be? The emperor said, this is the 273rd year of our empire. Let us begin this New Year celebration. Please enjoy the party to your heart's content. Eusaneal thought, these petals disappear once I touch them. They are like a mirage. It feels like the Taze I knew does not exist anymore. Now he is just the emperor. Emperor stated, come to think of it, today is someone's birthday. I hope you will all join me in wishing Lady Eusaneal a happy birthday. May you receive plentiful blessings? Eusaneal replied, thank you, I promised my father a dance. The emperor asked, lady, may I have the honor of your first dance? Eusaneal thought, he is asking me for a dance in front of all these people. Turning him down does not seem like an option. Then again, this is just like him. I don't think Taze will do anything to my family if I refuse, but people will start talking about this again if I do. Suddenly, her father said, my daughter promised to dance with me all night. Your Majesty, please allow me to spend time with her as her father. The emperor stated, but Duke, I was under the impression that it is customary for a young lady to have her first dance with someone around her age. Am I wrong? Not to mention, this will be Lady Eusaneal's first dance as an adult. Dancing with the emperor would also help her position in high society. Mother spoke, we appreciate the offer, but my daughter has already promised her father, so I humbly ask for your understanding. The emperor replied, well, I don't mean to put any pressure on Lady Eusaneal. It does not seem like we will be reaching any sort of conclusion, so I will let the lady choose herself. It is her first dance, after all. Eusaneal replied, then I will dance with my father as promised. The emperor came very near her. Eusaneal thought, he was going to kiss me in front of everyone. The emperor said, I see you wore it. It suits you. Aren't you curious about the red jewel? I will tell you about it if you give me your first dance. So, shall we, lady? Eusaneal replied, very well, your Majesty. Her mother said, no, come here. The emperor stated, oh dear, have you forgotten the rules? Once two people agree to dance, no one can interrupt them until they are done. It's one of the empire's oldest rules when it comes to the ballroom. Also, you have been acting as if I am trying to harm Lady Eusaneal, but you don't need to worry. Her safety is more important to me than it is to anyone else. Therefore, I can promise that I won't touch a single hair on her head. I could never do such a thing. But of course, if that is something Lady Eusaneal wants, then it is a different story. Now, let's make our way to the dance floor. Eusaneal said, you should know that I would never want something like that. The emperor asked, really? Then they started dancing. The emperor asked, what is the matter? You don't seem too happy. Eusaneal replied, well, actually, the thing is. The emperor asked, are you mad at me? Eusaneal replied, no, it's just I'm bad at dancing. The emperor stated, that's all right, just follow my lead, and thought, goodness, it should be a crime for you to be this adorable. Eusaneal asked, are you going to dance like this the entire time? Let me down. The dance floor may be far from the crowd, but they can still see us. The emperor used his magic. The nobles said, oh, it's happened again, the petals are so beautiful. The emperor asked, there, is that better? Eusaneal replied, stop playing games and put me down, don't give me that nonsense, and don't you think you are using your magic too frivolously? I can't believe you used this much magic just to divert people's attention, and thought, also, this is not a type of magic I have seen before, and how was he able to cast it without any preparation? The emperor asked, what do you mean I am being frivolous? Today is your birthday. This is the least I could do. If anyone bothers you, I will manipulate their memories, so there is no need to worry. It does consume quite a bit of energy, but if it's for you, I don't mind. So just focus on me for now. I can give you anything you desire as a birthday gift. Usainiel thought. His breath feels hot. At this rate, I might get caught up in his antics again. Then asked, if you really want to congratulate me on my birthday, then tell me about this red jewel. I have tested it, but I still can't figure out what it's made of. What on earth is it? Answer me. The emperor replied, it's my heart. Usainiel asked, wait, what are you saying? The emperor repeated, that jewel is my heart, then thought, my dear Usainiel, you have no idea how much you saved me back then. Whenever I remember my childhood, a feeling of pain invades me. Maids were asking each other, did you find him? Another replied, no, he is not here either. Where has he gone? Then one maid said, I found him. Here he is. Quickly report to Her Majesty. Why is he suddenly shaking? Your Majesty, you are sweating cold, one maid said. The prince replied, I hate you, go away. A maid asked, are you okay? The other one replied, yes, I am okay. By the way, His Majesty is doing this again. Then he thought, it was difficult to look at people. I would have a strange and painful sensation in my body because, for me, I can see the souls of humans. My eyes hurt a lot. This has been happening since birth. It spreads throughout my heart. I am sure everyone is wearing masks on their faces, although the color of their souls covers it. Sometimes it seems that everything is covered by a thin membrane. I guess she is angry again, he thought, then asked, are you angry because of me? Mother, his mother replied, I am not angry. I heard you ran away from your class again. You even bit the maid. Why did you do that? The prince replied, I hate people. Their souls are greedy. When I look at them, I feel like they are going to eat me. Mother spoke. That topic again. We changed all the employees using the same excuse as before. Why do you keep saying this? The prince thought, the soul is invisible to other people. I realized that only I could see it after they had given me the nickname, Weeping Prince. However, he said, each person's soul has a different color. That's why my eyes hurt so much. Mother said, I love you. If I, your mother, do not believe you, who will? The prince said, Mother. And his mother thought, so the crown prince is still a child. Children usually lie and complain. If you educate them well, they will grow up like other children. If you grow up and are still a worthy successor, you will be able to establish many alliances to benefit the family. The prince stated, Liar, you do not believe me. I can see everything. The sincerity of mother. You think of me like I am a tool, mother said. How can you be so rude? You lack education. You will never miss any of your classes again. In the next scene, the emperor asked, what do you want? The empress replied, how about we give the crown prince a younger brother? The emperor asked, do you mean he is a weak person? The empress replied, since the crown prince's seizures are not improving, I am concerned about his position as successor. The emperor told her, he is still young. You worry too much. If you are so worried, why don't you introduce them and make them friends? If he finds nice friends, he can open his heart to people. The prince thought, nice friends. I thought there was no way something like that was possible for me. My eyes hurt, but my Usainiel, I finally saw you. Being able to see someone's soul is more painful than you would think. A maid came and spoke. Don't be scared. Your Highness, your little rabbit friend is here. The prince asked, friend, the maid replied, yes, the rabbit and I are your friends. The maid thought, well, that was easy. I was honestly scared, because all the crown prince's servants were quitting their jobs one after the other. The prince asked, are you really my friend? The maid thought, I knew it. He is just like any other kid after all, and replied, of course, I will always be on your side. You can trust me. The prince stated, liar, you are lying right now, I can tell. The maid replied, forgive me. I shall excuse myself now. After that, he thought, so much for being on my side, I am so sick of this. Since I refuse to see anyone other than my family, my father helped me make a friend. The emperor said, don't be rude when you meet the Haldrant family's daughter. I hear the lady is similar to you in some ways, so play nice. The prince thought, similar to me, I did hear the servants gossiping about her before. I am not interested in meeting her. That's what I was thinking. I did not know I would end up meeting her like this. Well, it does not matter who I meet. They are all the same anyway. The prince spoke, Father, can't I just go to my room? My eyes hurt whenever I meet people. The emperor stated, Crown Prince, you are still young, so I have been overlooking your immature behavior, but do not make your mother worry anymore. The prince thought, immature behavior? What did I expect? He never cared about the real me from the very beginning, and replied, Yes, your majesty. Then thought, I am so sick of all this. The palace is constantly crowded with people who hold dark desires in their hearts and tell lies. There is also my mother, who only cares about her own goals, and my father, who loves a woman like her. I am sick of it all. But then I saw you for the first time and was almost blinded by your light. It was the first time in my life that I could see someone clearly. I can't see her soul. That was the day we first met, and I never wanted to leave your side ever since. I knew you found me annoying, but I could not help it. My world was filled with nothing but pain, and you were the single ray of light in my life. You were also the only person who saw me as a friend and not the crown prince. Usaniel said, Your nose is bleeding. Don't lift your head, you also get sick often. The prince thought, Also, I have not heard about anyone in her family being sick. Usaniel shouted, You idiot, I told you not to lift your head. I am going to press on your nose to stop the bleeding, so tell me if it hurts. The prince thought, Well, I guess it does not matter. If Usaniel is the one saying it, it must be true. If we spend more time together, I bet Usaniel would like these desserts. Since she wanted to read this book, you become my entire world. I think I like her. I thought you would feel the same way about me one day, as long as I kept trying to win you over. That is until you told me what your ideal type was. I suppose that is when I thought, what do I have to do to change my appearance? And my anxiety started growing. And of course, Usaniel knows what she likes and dislikes. She does not care about jewelry or dresses, and she cares even less about other people. All she does is study difficult subjects. There are times when she says things that I don't understand, and it saddens me to see the despair on her face. That is why I decided that I would give Usaniel whatever she wanted. The reason is simple. It's because I like her. But what should I do? Black hair and black eyes. I am getting worried. What if Usaniel falls for someone else later on? I will be abandoned. If something has no value, it's discarded. That is the way of this world. If I want to stay by Usaniel's side, I have to win her heart. But how? I can't change my appearance just because I want to. It's better if she was trying to use me like everyone else. Then she would at least stay by my side as long as I am the emperor. Suddenly, the thing appeared and asked, Do you want that girl? I can help you. All you need to do is allow me in. The prince thought, he looks bizarre. He felt familiar at the same time. It was a strange feeling, and asked, Who are you? The thing replied, I am a god who has been forgotten by humans. If you form a contract with me, I will grant your wish. I can help you conquer the entire continent and become its king, or give you an endless supply of gold and jewels. I can even make that girl love you. The prince thought, I can have Usaniel's love. No, I can't force her to love me. She would not like that. Besides, I don't even know if I can trust this being. The god asked, You don't know if you can trust me? The prince thought, How did he read my mind? The god replied, Foolish child, I will give you a small gift and leave for today. I am sure you will want me soon enough. After that day, I suddenly started growing taller, but my anxiety grew with my height. Eventually, after a series of events, what the dark entity said came true. I saw that bastard like Usaniel, and on top of that, he has dark hair. Is she going to look after him instead and leave me behind? No, I don't want her to throw me away. The god said, If you form a contract with me, everything will be taken care of. The prince replied, All right. There was a story. The god who formed a contract with the first emperor was, in fact, the devil in disguise. The first emperor knew this, yet he still made a deal with the devil. As a result, he gained a tremendous amount of mana and knowledge. But what do you think the devil wanted from the emperor? The request he made was surprisingly simple. He wanted some of his blood mixed into the emperor's, that was all. Afterward, the devil's blood was passed down to all the emperor's descendants. That blood is the life force of the demons and drives humans mad. The human is slowly eaten away from the inside, and becomes the devil himself in the end. Although the blood became diluted over time, its concentration rose again thanks to the descendants of the emperor, forming contracts with the devil. In response, God gave a human on earth his blessing so they could combat the devil's influence. That person is the one who founded the Southern Empire. The darkness in the north and the light in the south have been countering each other, maintaining the balance in this world. The devil stated, all you have to do now is become the emperor and tip the scales, get rid of anything and anyone that stands in your way, kill them all, to obtain everything you want. You must grow stronger. Everything will work out if you become one with me. The emperor said, if I had known that I would have to wait this long to see you again, I never would have agreed to the contract. Usaniel asked, what did you just say? I could not hear you over the music. The emperor stated, I just really missed you. That's all. I missed you, my dear. Usaniel said, wait, we can't make such close contact in public. Can't you feel my parents glaring at you? The emperor replied, well, I could not brainwash your family with the others. Usaniel said, exactly, so give me some space. Also, you have not answered my question yet. What did you mean when you said this jewel is your heart? The emperor replied, I mean exactly what I said. Usaniel asked, but what exactly does that mean? And if you came all the way to Valen with a gift for me, why didn't you give it to me yourself? You said you missed me, so it does not make any sense. The emperor replied, I was afraid you might get hurt. There were a lot of people who wanted me dead after you left. You heard how I was put in confinement after my appearance changed. As soon as my younger brother was born, everyone around me tried to kill me because they did not want me as the crown prince anymore. My mother colluded with the duke and sent an assassin to kill me. Luckily, I made it out alive, but I could not let my guard down because I was afraid they would go after you as well, so I became stronger. Unfortunately, my father got sick and collapsed, so I had to handle the affairs of the state on his behalf. The nobles kept challenging me until I officially rose to the throne. They spoke ill of your family every chance they got, and were against letting you return to the capital. If I had not uncovered their corruption and punished them, your family would not have been able to return to the capital, and my own life would have been in danger as well. Usaniel said, so that's why you purged all those nobles and dissolved the confederation. The emperor replied, I am sorry. Despite all that, I should not have gone to Valen and left without saying a word, but I missed you so much that I just had to leave a heartfelt gift for you. Do you hate me now? Usaniel replied, no, I was just asking questions because you have changed so much compared to when we were little. I will stop asking questions now. The emperor replied, but I am willing to answer any question you have for me. The devil said, liar, what you told her is not the truth. You were anxious because the nobles kept challenging you. You're lucky to survive. Liar. There was never a time when you were so weak, and that's all thanks to me. Usaniel asked, why are you in a daze? The emperor replied, I am sorry. The devil stated, so that's her, your Usaniel. She is quite beautiful indeed. But if you let your guard down, you will lose her again, so hurry and make her yours. Take her already. The emperor shouted, stop. Usaniel asked, you scared me. Why did you shout all of a sudden? The emperor replied, I am sorry, my head hurts all of a sudden. Usaniel asked, what? Are you sick? Let me see. Your face feels hot. Are you sure you are all right? The devil again said, take her, make her yours. Usaniel asked, what happened? Why are you so out of it? The emperor replied, don't worry, it's nothing. I have a terrible headache, so I think I will have to leave. Usaniel thought, what is going on? He seems a little off today. Will he be all right on his own? The emperor thought, that could have been bad. A few days passed since the New Year's ball. Her sister spoke, I am happy to go to the academy. I won't have to stay home on my own anymore. I can't wait until I start at the academy. I am going to take this meme fruit to mother and father. Usaniel thought, he is always bright and cheery, so I wonder why she said that all of a sudden. My parents have been overprotective of me since I was young, so they would always turn their attention toward me first. And Gaela probably sensed that as well. I will have to tell mother and father to pay more attention to her, since she will be going through puberty soon. Whenever a new year begins, many questions fill my head. Has this much time passed in my original world? Is my mom still alive? Will I really be able to return to my original world? Crap, I am brooding again. Right, I should tell Taze that the meme tree has borne fruit. I wonder what he has been up to after the ball. On the other hand, the emperor said, "It hurts, I am in pain. So hurry and come see me." Next scene, Yusenil's father, Duke Haldrant, spoke. "There have been some suspicious activities in the Southern Empire recently. I heard their military has been training regularly at the border. We should prepare for what might come as well." Duke Rantia asked, "Prepare for what might come? Should you really be reporting this to His Majesty?" "There is no concrete evidence," Duke Ridzel said. "Well, his daughter danced with His Majesty, so I suppose there is nothing for him to fear." Duke Haldrant thought, "Although both dukes hold the same title as me, they hate my family because we support the emperor. I heard they also spoke out in favor of our exile 14 years ago." The emperor stated, "Silence. So, Duke Haldrant, how often is the Southern military training?" Duke Haldrant replied, "Not very often, but they have been training more and more. The army that serves directly under the emperor is also gathered at the border." The emperor thought, "Because that army has only one purpose, to keep me in check." The demon spoke, "How absurd. Just kill them all, you have the power to do so." The emperor thought, "His eyes remind me of Yusenil. I need to calm down. If I become filled with murderous intent, the devil will consume me. Now that Yusenil is back in the capital, I can't lose my temper and let the devil take over." After some time, Emperor asked, "What has Yusenil been doing since the New Year ball?" The butler replied, "She has been sparring with Lord Edel once a week. She will be attending a gathering hosted by the Rantia family in 10 days. I heard she does not have an escort yet." The emperor thought, "I have hated Edel since we were young. I already did not like the fact that he was tall, had dark hair, and was skilled with a sword. But his soul would also turn red with love whenever he looked at Yusenil, so I will just have to get rid of both of them myself." The butler told him, "Lady Yusenil has requested an audience with you this afternoon." The emperor replied, "Very well then, prepare for Yusenil's visit. And how do I look? I hope I look sickly and frail." Next scene, Yusenil thought, "I came late in the afternoon on purpose so I could just drop off this meme fruit for Taze, so what is all this?" The butler spoke, "His Majesty is not in his office. He is not feeling well and is resting in bed." Yusenil asked, "What's wrong with him this time? Is he better now?" The butler replied, "It is nothing too serious, so please do not worry." Yusenil spoke, "My apologies. I tend to worry when the people around me are ill." The butler thought, "So this is why His Majesty said that earlier." After that, the butler said, "I shall take my leave now," and thought, "If I recall correctly, His Majesty was calling her name while he was in pain last night. That lady has her work cut out for her." Yusenil said, "Taze, wake up." Suddenly, the emperor grabbed her. Yusenil thought, "What in the world is happening?" The emperor spoke, "That tickles." Yusenil thought, "What are you doing?" "I was 6 years old when I first met Taze. I was an adult on the inside, but he was only 6, so no matter what he did, I just saw him as a child. His hair is wet for some reason, and his muscles are firm. Why is he in this state? He is a full-grown man. I need to get off before he wakes up. Wait, why are you pulling me back down? Not this again. Whatever, I give up. This is seriously driving me nuts. Stop pulling me closer. I can feel his wet hair on my bare skin. This feels strange. No, snap out of it. Don't get carried away. I need to hurry up and get out of here." The emperor spoke. "Don't go," Yusenil replied. "Are you finally awake? Then let go of me." "What? Why are you climbing on top of me? Seriously, get off me." "Didn't something similar happen earlier? I am definitely smacking him when he wakes up. Anyhow, was Taze always this strong? I can't move at all." Come to think of it, his arms and strong hands feel different from before. Ever since we started seeing each other again, the air between us has felt a little strange, but the image of his younger self was still stronger in my heart. But now, he seems like a grown man to me. Now that I think about it, I never really dated anyone in my original world. I was not the type to socialize much either, so I never even heard other people's stories about their dating life. I thought it would feel unpleasant to make this much physical contact with someone, but feeling Tess's heartbeat is comforting, and the warmth of his body is making me drowsy. At this rate, I might fall asleep. No, I can't. If I spend the night at the palace, my peaceful life will be over. Father would faint, and Mother would yell at me. I have to control my urges. Usaniel spoke. Taze, get up already. It's not like I can just kick him off the bed either. So giving up and spending the night at the palace, or kicking the emperor at the palace. The emperor stated, I would prefer not to get kicked. I missed you, my cold-hearted Usaniel. Usaniel replied, stop that. And what do you mean I am cold-hearted? The emperor said, I am still the emperor, you know. Don't you think you are being a little rough with me? Usaniel said, be thankful that I stopped there. You put me in a tight spot. The emperor asked, how so? The next moment, Usaniel spoke, button up your shirt already. The emperor replied, you are so violent. Usaniel asked, are you trying to catch a cold? The emperor thought, it seems like my plan is working this time. I wonder what sort of face you would make if I were to tell you that I want to kiss your pale neck and leave my mark on you, but I need to be patient. Little by little, I will work my magic on you and wait for you to open your heart to me first. And when that time comes, I will swallow you whole and never let you go. Is that mean fruit for me? On second thought, I doubt it is. You are a very busy and cold person who only ever visits me when I am sick. Usaniel replied, you are acting like this because you are upset with me. You used to throw tantrums often when you were little, and you keep saying that I am cold. The emperor asked, what did you just put in my mouth? Usaniel replied, chew on it. This is the meme fruit I brought for you. It's good. The tree at our estate bore fruit for the first time, which made me think of you, so I wanted to bring you some as a gift. The emperor asked, so you thought of me? Usaniel replied, that's right. After my family was exiled, I heard you asked Sir Guard to look after the tree and keep it alive, so it's only right that you get the tree's first batch of fruit. The emperor thought, whenever I seduce you and try to pull you toward me, you push me aside and run away. But then there are also times when you give me sweet rewards like this. If I take one step forward toward you, you move one step back. But you are always by my side when it matters. At times it feels like I can have you all to myself if I hold you tightly enough. Yet you are always slipping through my fingers before I realize it. It feels like you have me in the palm of your hand, although you don't seem to be aware of that. Usaniel asked, why are you staring at me? The emperor said, feed me another piece of fruit. Usaniel asked, are you a baby? Eat it yourself? The emperor asked, then hold me. Usaniel also asked, seriously, why do you keep acting like a baby? The emperor replied, because I have been feeling really weak lately. While you were out at your social gathering, I was all alone, bedridden inside the palace. I felt so lonely. Usaniel replied, fine, when? After some time, Usaniel asked, but should you be sitting on the floor like this when you are the emperor? Taze replied, you are the one who was against lying with me in my bed, and how long are you going to keep acting like you don't know anything? I would gladly get on my knees if that's what you want. You know that as well. As long as I can be with you, I am fine with anything. Now that we are here together like this, it feels like we are the only two people left in the world, and that makes me so happy. Usaniel spoke, it's just for today. I am only letting you have your way because you are sick. Don't get the wrong idea. Then she thought, this is just for today. Taze only clings to me like this and is deeply affected by everything I do. I know his blind affection for me is dangerous, but at the same time, an unfamiliar feeling is blooming in the corner of my heart. It must be because Taze seems different today. Yes, that has to be it. If not, I might get caught up in these feelings. My mana research has been progressing smoothly. Soon I should be able to find some clues on opening the interdimensional door. If I get involved too deeply in the affairs of this world, my departure will have a greater impact on it. So I have to remind myself to stay calm without getting flustered, no matter what happens. This is what I have decided, but... Next scene at the academy, Lily shouted, you should know your place. Sit quietly in the corner. You are getting a little cocky just because your sister danced with the emperor. Daniel replied, I never acted cocky. Lily said, well, your existence itself is an eyesore. Usaniel came and thought, what the hell is going on here? Then she asked, what do you think you are doing? Then I thought, calm down. But there is no way I can calm down in this situation. Today was an ordinary day for me. Naus was suddenly sent to the countryside for his work, so he won't be able to escort me out in high society for the time being. I hit a roadblock in my mana research recently. Should I ask Elliot to go with me instead? No. He is so busy that he has not been training with me lately. Why are all these high-ranking nobles so busy? Could it be? No, Taze is not that crazy. But since I danced with Taze at the New Year ball, everyone will be interested in who I bring to the gathering. At that moment, I was angry at myself for my indifference and said, "Come here, Gaala." Then I asked, "Why aren't you answering me? What were you doing to my sister?" Lily replied, "I was just teaching her as her senior. Your sister was the one who did something wrong first. Isn't that right, Ganyel Haldrant?" Ganyel replied, "Yes, she is right. I was the one who made a mistake, so let's just go home. I am really all right." Usaniel thought, "She is scared. If I had not taken a shortcut, I never would have known what was happening to her. She wouldn't get this scared just from being yelled at once or twice." Usaniel spoke, "Don't worry. Let's go home. Why don't you wait in the carriage for me? There is something I have to do first. After that," Usaniel stated, "judging by my sister's reaction, I am guessing this is not the first time you harassed her." Lily replied, "Like I just said, I was teaching her a lesson as her senior." The next moment, Usaniel slapped her. Lily asked, "Did that wench just hit me?" Usaniel slapped her again. Then stated, "Good. Think carefully about what you want to say next. Because I am struggling to hold myself back. You only got out of that predicament alive. Because I asked for you to be pardoned, you stupid girl." The other girls talked to each other, saying, "Lady Lily was released because of Lady Usaniel." Lily shouted, "What are you talking about?" Usaniel said, "Think carefully before you speak. I am extremely angry at the moment. I won't sit back and let you run your mouth just because you are Oren's sister. Being a half-elf, I don't use my full strength on the weak. But I can make an exception for you. Do you understand what I am saying? You two in the back, tell me what happened." One of them replied, "When the seniors were welcoming the new students at orientation, Lady Ganyel did not greet Lady Lily first." Usaniel stated, "That's it. Are you saying the daughter of a marquis harassed the daughter of a duke over a mere greeting? You really are hopeless." Lily shouted, "Hopeless? I am going to tell my father about this and have you killed. I am the future empress of this nation. I won't let anyone talk down to me like this." Usaniel replied, "Right, I suppose your father did raise you this way. And that must be why he came to me and begged me to save your life. I am saying your proud father got on his knees and groveled at my feet. That is why I personally asked His Majesty to refrain from executing you. In the end, you are only alive thanks to me. There is one more thing that I do not like. You keep saying you are going to become the empress. But the emperor you keep clinging to has been mine since we were young. In other words, I hold your life in my hands. So either apologize to Gaala and beg her for forgiveness or die. The choice is yours." After some time, Ganyel asked, "What took you so long? I was so worried." Usaniel replied, "I am okay. Why don't you take the carriage and go home without me?" Ganyel asked, "Sure. I can do that. But are you planning on staying at the conservatory all night again?" Usaniel thought, "That's right, Ganyel was always waiting for me. My elven mother does not really understand the rules of the human world, and my father is so busy with work that he comes home late at night. Having said that, the only person she can rely on in her current situation is me." Usaniel spoke, "I will be home more often from now on, so don't worry, you and I will be spending a lot more time together." She thought, "I know I will be leaving this world, but right now, strengthening Ganyel's position is my top priority." Next scene, Emperor spoke, "This is a nice surprise. Did you come to see me? I just happened to finish all my work." Usaniel replied, "Greetings, Your Majesty," Emperor said. "Like I said, you don't have to be so formal. Anyhow, did you really come here to see me?" Usaniel replied, "Yes, I wanted to ask you for a favor. Your Majesty, the Rantia family is holding a party this weekend. Would you escort me there as my partner?" She thought, "In order to help my sister secure her place in high society, I need Tessa's help." Then she said, "I am sorry, but please let me use you just this once." Usaniel thought, how did the daughter of lower-ranking nobles think they could get away with harassing the daughter of a duke? After some thinking, I soon arrived at the answer. Minors who have yet to experience society as adults have a hierarchy of their own. Knowing this, the nobles hold small gatherings for their children or have them attend social events. So they won't be looked down upon when they start studying at the academy. Because our family was exiled from the capital when I was young, we are unfortunately behind when it comes to such matters. That's why I will need Tess's help for this. I see, they are trying really hard to listen in. This won't do. We can't talk here. Let's go somewhere more private. Your Majesty, she said, the same as ever. After some time, Usainiel spoke. No one should overhear us here. I can't believe I started running inside the palace. Oh, sorry, I did not even give you a chance to speak. Then she thought, I grabbed his hand like I used to when we were young. I should let go before he gets the wrong idea. Usainiel stated, I just did not want people overhearing us because this has to do with my sister. That's why I brought you here, not for any other reason. Then I will finish what I was saying earlier, but before that, can you give me some space? The emperor said, you asked to use me earlier, then you can use me. Usainiel asked, but you don't even know what I will ask you to do. The emperor replied, just say that again for me. Ask me to be your partner again. Don't worry, you know I always listen to what you say. You said I could not kiss you on the lips without permission. Or is that what you wanted me to do? Usainiel spoke, be my partner, there, are you satisfied? Then why are you so obsessed with those words? The emperor replied, hearing them felt like a dream come true. You would not understand even if I explained it. Anyhow, what brings you to ask me to be your partner? I know you don't like being the center of attention. Usainiel spoke, something happened to my sister. Then she told him what happened, and thought, I was worried that he might get angry and do something rash, but he stayed surprisingly calm. The emperor replied, you seem to care for your sister more than I thought, so what you are saying is that your sister has been cut off from high society all this time. And you want to use this opportunity to show the nobles that she has an older sister, who is close enough to the emperor to bring him along as her partner, Usainiel replied. Yes, also I am sorry for using you like this. The emperor stated, you don't have to apologize, I was just thinking that I am glad I became the emperor. I am sure you know that I would happily get on my knees for you if that's what you want. In fact, I want you to use me more. You know very well how far I will go for you with just a word from you. Usainiel thought, under the shadows, Tess's eyes looked pitch black, like the night sky. His eyes were so deep and dark that I could not tear my own eyes away from them, the earnest look in his eyes. The emperor spoke, kiss me, I will behave, so give me your reward, Usainiel thought. It felt like an ardent confession of love. For some reason, I could not think straight. Looking back, I have never dated anyone before. In my previous life, my father had an affair and left my sick mother. Since I was busy taking care of her, I had no time for other people. Then I was murdered by a criminal. So it's only natural that I tend not to trust people easily. To sum up all this, I am not used to situations like this. Then she said, wait. The emperor kissed her again. She thought, I know I am the one who kissed him on impulse. But what am I supposed to do next? No, wait, I should not have done this in the first place. I need to hurry and push him away. Then she said, wait, Taze, you just put your tongue in my mouth. The emperor stated, I like you very much, so I can't help myself. But don't worry, I won't do anything without your consent. Usainiel thought, you need to stop. You can't let this progress any further. You know that better than anyone, but... The emperor asked, did you not like this kiss? I enjoyed it. Usainiel thought, when I look into his eyes, my head feels hot, and my throat feels like it's burning. Even so, I need to tell him to stop. But this burning heat in my body must be the reason why it's moving on its own. It's just this once. Later that night, Usainiel said, Mother, I made a mistake. Mother asked, did you? Usainiel also asked, is that all you have to say? Mother replied, well, I am sure it was not that bad. After all, you are someone who never makes any mistakes. Usainiel said, Mother, this actually has something to do with Ganyel. I saw her being bullied, and I think this has been going on since her first day at school. Mother asked, what, bullied? But how? Then Usainiel told her the whole story and said, I handled the situation right then and there, so you don't have to worry about it. Mother spoke, this is largely my fault. I should have paid more attention to Ganyel. Since she always appeared happy on the outside, I assumed she was doing fine at school. Why didn't she tell me or Milan about this? Usainiel replied. Well, you and father tend to focus most of your attention on me. I know you really care about me to the point that I don't feel deserving of it. Mother asked. Goodness, how can you say such a thing? Usainiel told her, but the more you pay attention to me, the more Ganyel will become an afterthought. I know you and father have always worried about me. Because I blamed myself for our family's exile and did nothing but read books since I was little, but I am an adult now, you don't have to worry about me so much anymore. Mother stated, I suppose I will have to pay more attention to Ganyel. I will tell your father about this as well, so we can come up with a solution together. Usainiel replied, I already came up with a solution of my own, it won't be dangerous at all. So please don't be too alarmed by anything I do in the future. Mother replied, well, I suppose it should be all right if you say so, and you will always be the daughter that we pay attention to, so be careful at all times. Usainiel thought, was the door open before? After some days, on the day of the Duke Rantia party, the emperor spoke, I have been waiting for you, my dear. Usainiel thought, a carriage with the imperial family crest, accompanied by imperial knights. It looks like Taze went above and beyond in his preparation for today. The emperor said, this is the first time we have seen each other since that day. Have you thought about what I asked you to? Ganyel asked, that day, what is he talking about? The emperor replied, your sister and I. Usainiel started coughing. The emperor continued, we're just discussing the affairs of the state. Usainiel spoke, by the way, Ganyel, what did I tell you to do upon meeting His Majesty? Ganyel said, greetings, your majesty, and introduced herself. The emperor replied, so you are Usainiel's younger sister, about you and my sister being close. It must be true after all. That is what the ladies at the academy told me. The emperor stated, sounds like that wench from House Cheyenne said something true for once. That's right, your sister and I are very close. That is why I have prepared a gift for you. Here is the knight who will be your escort today. Ganyel thought, wow, and said, please feel free to call me Ganyel. Usainiel asked, don't you think you are going a little overboard? We are not even a part of the imperial family. The emperor replied, what does it matter? The two of you might become family soon enough. Usainiel asked, family? What are you talking about? The emperor replied, were you planning to take my virginity and act like you did not? You were the one who initiated our. Usainiel said, stop it. All I did was kiss you, don't word it like that. Or people will get the wrong idea. Besides, I agreed to forget about what happened that day. You agreed to it too. Even so, thank you for your consideration. I have not seen Ganyel this happy in a while. Then she thought, she has been in a bad mood lately, so I was very scared. She might have overheard my conversation with mother in the sitting room that day, or maybe I am just being paranoid. Next scene. The emperor said, my knight will be accompanying her throughout the evening, so you don't have to worry. Why don't you pay more attention to me instead? I am your partner, after all. Usainiel replied, well, you two are getting along like a house on fire. Ganyel spoke, wow, they did a lovely job of decorating the entrance, it's pretty. The emperor replied, well, this garden can't compare to the lavish one at the imperial palace. It has dolls made with jewels, as well as golden statues. You can come to the palace and take a look if you wish. However, you must bring your sister with you. Ganyel replied, then I would love to visit tomorrow, so we'll go tomorrow. Usainiel replied, fine. I will make some time next week then, but on one condition, you have to get along with everyone at the party today. Ganyel replied, all right, then asked, do you think Lady Lily will also be here? Usainiel replied, well, her face should still be swollen after I hit it. The emperor said, let me give you a piece of advice. You can't get rid of the weeds that keep cropping up in your garden simply by crushing them. You need to nip them in the bud before they become a problem. Ganyel asked, weeds? The emperor told her, you will find out soon enough. After some time, Lily spoke, greetings, your majesty. I am Lily Cheyenne, the youngest daughter of the Cheyenne family. Usainiel, before that, thought the gathering at the Rantia estate was supposed to be small, just like the parties I previously attended with Naus. In other words, it was not supposed to be formal. It was meant to be a casual gathering between young nobles and their children, where they could talk and socialize freely. I thought this was supposed to be small, but why are there so many people here? Even the heads of many families are present. This feels more like an event at the palace than a social gathering. Usainiel asked, "You did something again, didn't you?" The emperor replied, "It's not like that. All I did was mention that a small gathering would take place. I was just talking to myself back then. The others showed up on their own. It's not my fault." Usainiel replied, "Fine. I suppose I should be glad that you did not make a big announcement. Ganyel is talking to everyone." Usainiel spoke. "It looks like Ganyel is feeling more comfortable. Everyone is being friendly, and it looks like she has returned to her usual bright self." The emperor asked, "Are you satisfied with the results? Then play with me now." "I am bored," Usainiel replied. "Stop that. What if someone sees you?" The emperor spoke, "But you have only been paying attention to your sister this entire time. You are making me jealous." Usainiel thought, "Oh no. I actually thought he was cute just now. This is not good. Ever since that day, I have been feeling more conscious of Taze. Could it be that I like him?" The emperor asked, "Is something the matter?" Suddenly, a marquis came and spoke. "Greetings, your majesty," Usainiel thought. "I can't believe what I was about to say to Taze. I must have been out of my mind. To think Lily of all people snapped me out of it." The emperor stated, "So you are the Lily who was running around calling herself the future empress?" The marquis replied, "I heard my daughter has wronged the Haldrant family. I wish to take this opportunity to formally apologize to Lady Usainiel." The emperor asked, "But isn't this strange? The one who committed the offense has not even greeted Lady Usainiel. It seems your daughter does not know how to bow her head. In that case, I can teach her now." The marquis shouted, "Apologize to Lady Usainiel immediately." Lily asked, "Father, how could you make me do this?" Ganyel was frightened. Usainiel said, "Don't worry, I will handle this." Then spoke, "That's enough, your majesty. I do not need Lady Lily's apology. This is my precious sister's first social gathering, and I do not wish for it to turn into a bad memory for her. However, I believe Lady Lily must be taught a lesson for telling everyone that she would become the future empress, when you made no such announcement, your majesty." The emperor spoke, "Yes, you are right. The Cheyenne family will be held responsible for not educating their daughter properly. You can expect a punishment in the near future." The person thought, "So that lady is Usainiel." After some time, Usainiel thought, "There is always a huge crowd around Taze. I barely got out of there without being noticed. I did not think there would be people in this remote corner of the manor as well. Was he really trying to get away from the crowd like me?" Then she asked, "Excuse me. Are you the Mana Storm researcher?" Dr. Worthing blessed. Worthing asked, "So you know who I am?" Usainiel thought she couldn't believe it was really him. He is a scholar who is legendary in the Northern Empire's academic world. Before he appeared, Mana was not considered an area of study. Once this scholar published his thesis, Mana became widely accepted as a real area of study. That makes him a savior in my eyes, but not much was known about him, and he rarely made an appearance in public. Usainiel started asking questions about different things, and Worthing told her the answers. After some time, he said, "I have heard rumors about you potentially being the next legendary scholar." Then thought, I can't believe a lady like her is carrying around a notebook for mathematical calculations. Usainiel asked, "I heard you don't like places with lots of people." Worthing replied, "Actually, I am the Duke's distant relative, but please keep my presence secret from the others." Usainiel replied, "Okay," and asked, "Would you be willing to meet me at a cafe in town this weekend?" Worthing asked, "A cafe?" Usainiel replied, "It has rooms reserved for nobles, so we should be able to speak in private there. I still have so many questions about Mana that I want to ask you." Worthing replied, "Very well, we can meet there this weekend." The emperor saw them. Next scene. In the carriage, Usainiel thought, something is off. Why hasn't Taze said a word this whole time? Ganyel was sleeping in a separate carriage. I thought you would cling to me the entire ride back. So I even came up with a plan to stop him, but on the contrary, he is being distant. This is the first time I have seen him act like this. Usainiel asked, "Taze, are you mad at me?" The emperor replied, "That's the first foolish thing you have said to me. How could I ever be mad at you? You are my one and only, you know that better than anyone, so your question seems a bit cruel." Usainiel thought, I recognize the look in his eyes. Whenever I lock eyes with Taze, my body seems to freeze up. when he looks straight at me. I feel a desire that burns so hot it feels cold. It feels like I am drowning in a swamp that's drawing to swallow me up. The emperor stated, I am scared that you might start to like blonde hair more than black hair, and that you might start smiling at someone other than me. If you end up leaving me one day, I don't know what I would do. Usainiel asked, Taze, how can you love someone this much? How can you give yourself entirely to me? The emperor replied, well, it's because you are my entire world. After some kissing, Usainiel said, wait, Taze, can you please give it a rest? The emperor asked, why did you stop? Don't push me away. Usainiel replied, you are getting it all wrong. I didn't push you away just now because I didn't like you. It was because I couldn't breathe. You were all over me, so I couldn't catch a breath. The emperor spoke, just breathe through your nose then, Usainiel replied, do you really think I wasn't? This is only my second kiss ever, so of course, I am a little overwhelmed. The emperor said, so even you have things you are bad at, Usainiel replied, you are the first person I ever kissed, so it would be weirder if I were good at it. The emperor spoke, I am so happy. Usainiel asked, you are just crying your eyes out, so why are you smiling? The emperor replied, because I am the only one who knows this side of you, you always appear so perfect and composed. Yet you kissed me to comfort me and let me see you in a more vulnerable state, don't show this side of you to anyone else. Usainiel asked, why don't you wipe your tears before you act all manly? Then thought, the way he is grinning is so annoying. And said, besides, I could say the same for you. You always seem like a dignified emperor when you are in public, so why do you keep crying in front of me? The emperor replied, I am not sure why I can't stop crying around you, maybe this is love. Usainiel thought, I don't know about love, but I know this kiss tastes really sweet. Next scene, Usainiel spoke, congratulations on becoming the head of the family, it is something you always wanted, and now you finally got your wish. Oren replied, well, I have to thank you as well. When you said you would not accept Lily's apology, my father got scared. He must have been afraid that his precious younger daughter would really get executed this time. So he spoke to His Majesty and agreed to take responsibility by stepping down as the Marquis. After that, His Majesty offered me the family title. Usainiel asked, then why are you not happy? Oren replied, because of Lord Edel. As you know, I am very fond of him. But now that I am the head of the family, there probably isn't any hope for us being together, although he is going to become the head of his family. But the man I marry must be willing to join the Cheyenne family as an in-law, and Edel's family would not like that. On top of that, Lord Edel probably does not like me back either. So, I will have to find another man. I won't be a fool who sacrifices her goals for love. Besides, I don't believe in eternal love. Usainiel thought, I think I really do like you, Taze, but I am still scared to open my heart to you. Then, at night, Usainiel was again having dreams and said, it hurts. The emperor asked, what is wrong, poor thing? Did you have a nightmare? Usainiel asked, why are you here? The emperor replied, what do you mean? I am always by your side. Usainiel asked, do you really love me? The emperor replied, yes, I love you. Usainiel asked, and will you always stay by my side? The emperor replied, no, that's impossible. You are just going to leave me in the end. You have gone to your original world. Suddenly, her own self spoke, don't lie to yourself. You are not afraid that Taze might betray you. You are afraid that you might betray his love once the interdimensional gateways open. You are a coward. Suddenly, Usainiel woke up and thought, was that just a dream? These nightmares are only getting out of hand. Next scene, Usainiel thought he was dressed more formally than he was at the party. He must have acknowledged me as a fellow researcher. Then they started telling each other about their research and finding solutions. Worthing asked, I am curious about this. When I first met you at the party, why are you so immersed in your mana research? I will use myself as an example. I am focusing on my research to publish a new thesis. This is also my job. It is only natural for me to immerse myself in my studies. Most importantly, I very much enjoy researching mana, so I thought you might be an eccentric scholar like me. But from what I observed today, you don't seem to be enjoying your research very much. It seems like you are rushing because you are being chased by something. Usainiel replied. I am more interested in interdimensional travel than mana. That is why I am researching mana storms. But I am having trouble predicting where these mana storms occur. So that must be why I am losing my patience. Worthing replied. These storms actually occur near places where beings like dragons and fairies reside. But keeping records of their location on the continent is forbidden under the law for safety reasons. Usainiel replied. I can help you with that. These are records of their location on the continent. Do you really believe that interdimensional travel is possible? Worthing replied. I don't know what it is you are looking for, but I hope you find it. Usainiel thought. This is the very moment I have been waiting for. Why is it that I am thinking about Taze right now? She then replied. I hope I find it as well. Usainiel thought. My father did not want to take responsibility and left my sick mother behind, because I was caught between these two. My life is not entirely my own. Then she remembered a conversation at college just a month ago. You and your boyfriend were inseparable, so why did you break up? The other girl replied, I don't know, I just got sick of him. Do I need a reason for changing my mind? Usainiel thought, naturally, I started hating flaky people, because I knew firsthand what would happen to the people they abandoned without a second thought. I just couldn't put Taze through that kind of pain. If I'm really returning to my original world, I have to put an end to our relationship. For both his sake and mine, at least, I thought that was the right thing to do, but... Daniel spoke, wow, I've never seen such shiny and colorful dolls before, Your Majesty, did you really prepare them all just for me? The Emperor replied, yes, you may take as many as you wish. Usainiel thought, I think the carriage was heading home, so how did we end up at the Imperial Palace? The Emperor stated, of course, after all, you are my dear Usainiel, my precious sister, Daniel said. My dear Usainiel. Then Usainiel asked, could we talk for a moment? She continued, you said you wanted to make a stop somewhere before we went home from the academy. Were you talking about the Imperial Palace? Daniel replied, yes. His Majesty said he had some gifts for me and invited me here. Usainiel thought, when did he even send this invitation? Then she said, you should have told me about this, you've put me in an awkward situation. The Emperor said, an awkward position. Daniel said, I told you in the carriage, you weren't listening to me, you've been acting strange these days. Ever since the gathering at the Duke's estate, you've been spacing out all the time, and you haven't been getting much sleep either. The Emperor asked, why don't you and I take a brief stroll together? Usainiel replied, I'm sorry, but I have to keep an eye on my sister. The Emperor reassured her, the maids can play with her, so you don't have to worry. Also, isn't there something you wish to tell me? Usainiel replied, there isn't. Very well, let's take a walk. Usainiel thought, why on earth did I agree to the walk? I should have just cut him off when he asked if I wanted to say something. That would have been the perfect time to draw a line. So why couldn't I say anything? What should I tell him? The Emperor kept calling her name, but Usainiel was still deep in thought. Will he even listen if I tell him that I want to put some space between us? If he tries to cling to me until the end, what will I do? The Emperor asked, why are you so lost in thought? You're making me worry, Usainiel thought. I finally found a clue that might take me back to my original world, so I can't keep crossing the line. Then she said, please let go of me, Your Majesty, I would like to put some distance between us. The Emperor asked, Usainiel, what's wrong? Is it because I called you and your sister here without your permission? Is that why you're upset? I'm sorry, it's all my fault. Say something, please. Usainiel thought, what can I even say to you? Should I tell you the truth? That I'm not from this world, that I plan on leaving the family I've lived with for the past 20 years, despite not having any good memories in my original world. All because I'm worried about my sick mother who was left on her own. Should I tell you that I'm having trouble keeping my distance from you, because I don't actually mind your love and attention? Or should I tell you that I may never be able to return to my original world? Sometimes, I wonder whether the nightmares I have every night are a result of my mother resenting me for being happy here without her. But how could I ever say these things to you? Not a single person in this world would be able to understand me. Then she said, I must go home now. The Emperor pleaded, I'm sorry, please don't go. Usainiel thought, I can't stop here. If I can't see things through to the end, I shouldn't start anything in the first place. The Emperor asked, have you grown to dislike me? Usainiel replied, yes, I. But before she could finish, the Emperor interrupted. I love you, Usainiel thought, not this again. You're making it hard for me to push you away. Even when I'm crying and feeling anxious about the uncertain future, I'm so afraid of this intangible feeling called love. Meanwhile, Worthing thought, I found it, based on the calculations I made using Lady Eusennial's data. The next interdimensional gateway should open on Guana Mountain. And in the near future at that. Lady Eusennial will be happy to hear this. After the kiss, they hugged each other. Eusennial thought. Many things changed after that day. Once I attended the gathering at the Rantia estate with Taze as my partner, more people learned how close the Emperor and I were. As a result, no one dared to bother my precious sister. She is making a lot of friends at the academy. As for my friend Oren, she received her family title and officially became Marchioness Cheyenne. I'm so happy for her, but the biggest change has occurred in my relationship with Taze. This is something else. After that, the Emperor said, I can't believe you turned away from me like that. You are so mean, I feel incredibly hurt. Eusennial replied, well, we were at an official event. What if someone noticed us staring at each other? You can't just reveal the news like that. The Emperor said, don't worry, I won't say anything. I know you don't like being in the spotlight. I am yours. So I won't do anything you don't like. I'm so happy. I can't believe I get to be with you like this. I feel so ecstatic, like I'm dreaming. Eusennial said, same here, I am happy too. The Emperor asked, really, do you mean it? Eusennial also asked, do you think I would lie to you? The Emperor said, no, it's not that, just hearing you say that makes me so happy. Can I kiss you? Eusennial replied, yes. Then she thought, how strange, all I did was face my feelings and accept them. Yet my heart is bursting with happiness. I think believing in love was the right choice after all. I'm so happy when I'm with you. After that, Eusennial thought, anyhow, I'm still not used to this stuff yet. Then she said, sorry, did you wait long? It took a while to borrow this book. By the way, didn't you have 2 dolls before? Why do you have only 1 now? Ganyel replied, I met a fairy in the palace garden, and I gave her one of my dolls. She has blue-eyed and she was beautiful. Eusennial thought, did she meet someone while she was playing in the garden? She must have been a new maid or the daughter of a noble. Maybe I'll ask Taze if he knows this person later. In the next scene, a maid said, let me carry your bag. I will take your books as well. Eusennial asked, are you all right? This is a book from the restricted section, so there is a protective spell on it. Seal asked, were you at the Imperial Palace? Eusennial replied, yes, I just stopped by for a moment because I needed a book from the Imperial Library. Then she thought, Mother doesn't like me being around Taze. Seal stated, I want to speak with you for a moment. Eusennial replied, of course, Mother. Then she thought, but why does she dislike Taze so much? Seal said, here, take these. Take your time looking through them. I have gathered information on all the noble lords, who are single and of marriageable age. Eusennial asked, why did you give me these? Seal replied, because you are of age now. I know your studies are important to you, but why don't you start looking for a good partner as well? Eusennial said, thank you for thinking of me, Mother, but I'm much too busy with my research these days, so I don't think I'll have the time. Seal asked, is that so? Then why do you keep visiting the Imperial Palace? You should have no problem conducting your research at the Conceum. Eusennial asked, are you worried that I will keep meeting Taze if I go to the palace? Seal replied, yes. Eusennial stated, don't worry, Mother, whatever you're concerned about, I'll be able to handle it. You know me, I'm smart and strong. I'm only going there for the books in the Imperial Library that aren't at the Conceum. So could you be a little more understanding for now? Seal replied, I see, if that's what you need, then go ahead. After that, she thought, if it weren't for this restriction, I would be able to tell you the truth. In the next scene, Eusennial thought, I guess Mother still doesn't like Taze. It was never this bad when we were little, but now it's like she sees him as someone completely different. I wonder why she doesn't like him. In my eyes, he's the same Taze I knew back then. Maybe it's a good thing that she doesn't know about our relationship yet. What am I going to do about this? The next morning, Eusennial thought, today is so peaceful that I almost feel like a fool for worrying. In class, the professor spoke. We have invited him here to help us with our research in an unexpected setting. Worthing said, it's nice to meet you. The students were amazed to see him and whispered about him being the same scholar who authored the paper called Study of Monostructures and Their Interactions. Eusennial looked at him. Worthing winked at her. Eusennial thought, did he just wink at me? Was he always this type of person? I thought he was more of an introvert, but I guess not. After some time, Worthing said, "Thank you for the water," Usaniel said. "Anyhow, I was surprised. I never thought I would see you here like this." "Professor," Worthing replied. "Hearing you call me that feels so strange," Usaniel said. "You'll have to get used to it." Worthing said, "Anyhow, I was thinking that I might run into you here, and I really did. It's a good thing. Now we don't have to write letters to each other anymore. Based on the data you gave me, I did some calculations and got the result. It's Guana Mountain. The next interdimensional gateway will open on Guana Mountain." Usaniel was shocked. "Worthing, give her keys," Usaniel asked. "A key," Worthing replied. "It's the key to my lab. I assume you'll be working as my research assistant. Who else would do the job? I look forward to working with you." After that, Usaniel thought, Guana Mountain is a place surrounded by mystery. It is a vast area covered with a thick layer of mana, and only those with a certain level of mana can enter. The mountain is a dangerous place where even the most experienced mages can get lost, and this is where the next interdimensional gateway is going to open. Now that I know the general area, I have to figure out exactly where the gateway will open and how to activate it. In other words, I don't fully know how I can get back to my original world. I feel relieved without realizing it. At the same time, I was desperately searching for a way to return to my original world, and yet, maybe my life with you in this world has become more important to me, Taze. After that, the Emperor said, "Long time no see, what took you so long to visit? I was dying to see you again." Usaniel replied, "Sorry, my schedule was packed, but I'm here now." The Emperor asked, "My love, I wrote you 6 letters, but you didn't respond to any of them." Usaniel replied, "Well, I thought it would be better to tell you this in person. Now that I've joined a new research project, I'll be busier than ever, so I don't think I'll be able to visit you more often than this." The Emperor said, "You're always so busy, should I come to you from now on then?" Usaniel replied, "No. As the Emperor, you have your own work to do." The Emperor replied, "I don't care, I just want to be with you all day." Then he started kissing her. After that, Usaniel asked, "What is all this?" The Emperor replied, "I had my servants bring all the desserts you like. Actually, you like sweets, and since you've been so busy, I thought you could use a sugar boost. Go on, dig in." Then he thought, "I want to ask her what is going on between her and that man, but it's probably better to refrain from doing so. I just want to see her smile today." Usaniel said, "This cake is delicious. Where did you buy it?" The Emperor replied, "I just hired a new pastry chef. You can have more cake anytime you want, as long as you come to the palace." Usaniel asked, "Are you trying to bribe me with food? That's not fair." In the next scene, Worthing said, "Welcome, lady, luckily for me. You came right on time. I need you to categorize these documents by subject. I'm sorry for the sudden request, but the dean wants to see me right now, so I must go." Usaniel thought, "That's how my job as a professor's assistant began." After that, my days at the Conceum were extremely busy. I had to complete experiments and fulfill all the duties of an assistant. Worthing thought, having such a capable assistant is pretty convenient. She could have taken her time with this task, but she already finished it. Usaniel came in and said, "There was a letter for you in front of the lab door. So, you're popular. Someone asked me if you're married." Worthing replied, "What about you? You're quite popular as well. Are you not seeing anyone?" Usaniel replied, "Well," Worthing thought, "I kind of hope that she's not." In the next scene, Usaniel and Edel were practicing. Usaniel asked, "What is going on? I took time out of my day to come here, so why aren't you focusing? If you keep this up, I'm seriously leaving." Edel replied, "Let's end our sparring session here today." Usaniel asked, "You're worried about something? I'll lend you my ear, so tell me what's going on now." After that, Edel said, "Now that Oren is a Martianess, she's probably too busy to contact me. It really bothers me for some reason. I saw her at the palace last week, so I said hello, but she called me Sir Bernard, not Lord, like before. Don't you think that was cold? She was so friendly to the man with her and called him by his first name, yet she suddenly put distance between us. It's been bugging me so much that I haven't been able to focus for the past few days." Usaniel told him, "If you're that bothered by it, why don't you go to her and ask her about it directly? Oren has been coming to you all along, so you can contact her and go to her now. The two of you are friends, so what's the problem? You haven't even personally congratulated her. While you're there, ask her who that man was. He might have approached her with some shady intentions. He might be trying to seduce her just because of her title." Edel said, "You're right, that's definitely possible. I'm her friend, so I can't just stand by and let that happen." Then he added, "I'm sorry for everything. My father and I just stood by and watched when your family was exiled, and I've never forgotten that. I'm truly sorry." Usainiel told him, "Don't feel guilty. Regardless of what happened then, I'm doing fine now. When we meet next time, tell me what happened with Oren." After some time, Usainiel thought, "I didn't know Edel thought that. Guilt, self-blame, and the burden of responsibility. I'm very familiar with all these things because I've been experiencing them in this world all along." On the other hand, the emperor thought, "So she took time out of her busy schedule just to have a sparring session with that bastard, and they were drinking alone together. I can't stand this. I want to get rid of him, along with any other pests that get near her." In the next scene, Usainiel said, "Thank you, Professor. I will take good care of them." Then she thought, "These flowers are called radiatas. They resemble the flowers I used to like in my previous life." The professor said, "Take this to the temple for me." Someone returned it to the library at the Conceum when it actually belongs to the temple. After that, Usainiel thought, "Come to think of it, I have read countless books over the years, but this is the first book I have come across that belongs to the temple. The Temple of Light was built to worship Lux, the god of light. I'm curious about what this book says, but I can't read it because it is written in the ancient language." She was shocked when she looked at the picture in the book. On the other hand, Worthing was rehearsing. He thought, "Usainiel, were you planning on attending Marquis Gilver's party by any chance? If you don't have a partner yet, would you like to go with me?" Then he thought again, "Is this too direct? Wait, why am I even practicing something like this?" Suddenly, Usainiel came in and said, "Let me borrow this for a bit." She thought, "It's a magic magnifying glass that can decipher text." Worthing asked, "But why do you need that magnifying glass all of a sudden?" Usainiel replied, "Thank you. I will return it later. I have some urgent business, so I'll see you later." Worthing thought, "She left right away. I didn't even get a chance to ask her about the party." Usainiel thought, "There must be some important information written in this book. I will have to decipher the ancient language and read it." Later that night, Usainiel thought, "What on earth could be the problem? The magnifying glass seems to be working just fine, but the pages in this book appear completely black for some reason. The deciphering magic isn't working, so I can't read it. Should I just return the book then?" The next morning, Usainiel thought, "I didn't expect to be roaming around the temple like this. Everyone I met just gave me general directions. How much further am I supposed to walk? Wow, such a beautiful painting." Callisis came and said, "Welcome to the Temple of Light," then introduced himself. Usainiel replied, "I came to return this book." Callisis said, "I see you were admiring the painting." Usainiel said, "Yes, Lux looks so beautiful that I lost track of time, but then this painting reminded me of a different one. The first emperor was depicted in it, and a dark god was painted across from him. I was wondering who that dark god was." Callisis replied, "You mean the Black Mass depicted in the creation of the empire? You can look at all the ancient books in the Northern Empire, but you won't find a single mention of that being." Usainiel asked, "But what do you think the color black symbolizes then?" Callisis replied, "It just so happens that we have found a book on that being. I'm talking about the book in my hand. This holy water will decipher the ancient language in the book. You should be able to read it until the water dries up. Would you like to take this book with you?" After that, Usainiel started reading the book. It described a mysterious form, and its power was overwhelming. One day, this being, filled with pitch-black darkness, approached a young man and whispered to him, "You will be able to rule this world if you drink my blood." It was an irresistible, tempting offer, and so the young man willingly drank the blood of darkness, and shed the blood of God-blessed people to establish the Northern Empire. As it turned out, the darkness that formed a contract with the first emperor was the devil. Therefore, the descendants of the imperial family would inherit the devil's curse and wicked power, filling the world with evil. They could never be free from the devil and would forever remain under his control. After some time, Usainiel thought, "Is everything written in this book true? It didn't seem like a lie to me. Does that mean the same thing will happen to Taze because he inherited the blood of the imperial family? And who on earth was that man who lent me this book? How did he know about all this in the first place?" Worthing came in and asked, "You look listless, are you feeling sick?" Usainiel replied, "No, I'm just a little tired. Did you want to talk to me about something?" Worthing said, "I just wanted to ask if you would come with me to the Marquis's party tonight. I have to be there, but I don't have a partner yet. Usainiel replied, I'll go with you, then thought, it's not like thinking about this on my own will solve anything, I'll just stop by the party for a change of pace. That night, after some casual conversation, Worthing said, we should get going now, then thought, wow, that scared me, where did that lightning come from? At the party, some nobles whispered, it's Lady Usainiel, and she brought a handsome gentleman today as well, indeed, all of her partners are quite good looking. After some time at the party, Worthing said, I really don't like these events, everyone keeps talking to me, and it's overwhelming, I just wanted to enjoy the night quietly. Usainiel replied, well, you are a professor and an eligible bachelor, no wonder the ladies were all over you. Worthing asked something, but at the same time, lightning struck. Usainiel said, the thunder was too loud, what did you just say? Worthing replied, no, it was nothing. Usainiel thought, there was thunder, and now it's raining. Next scene, in the restricted section of the Imperial Library, Usainiel thought, as expected, there isn't a single book that mentions demons. The information about them is hidden, even in the books of the Royal Library's restricted section. Once the holy water soaked into the book dried up, the temple text became indecipherable again. I must find the one who handed me this book. She continued, so I visited the temple again, but they said no one at this temple is named Priest Callisis. He vanished like smoke. I was informed of the existence of demons, as if he appeared before me solely for that purpose. The emperor suddenly appeared and said, Usainiel. Usainiel asked, why are you here? Then she thought, it's still morning assembly time. The emperor said, I'm angry. Usainiel asked, why, did something happen? The emperor replied, I know you've been meeting other men, you even took a day off to do so, even though you said you were busy. Usainiel asked, are you talking about Edel? Don't misunderstand, we just met for a sparring session, and Edel seems to be interested in Oren. Then she thought, how did he find out? The emperor said, it's not just that guy, there's another one, the damned scholar. Usainiel asked, a scholar, are you talking about Professor Worthing? The emperor thought, Usainiel, you denied our relationship, I know it's been hard for you to receive attention from others. If you're involved with me, the royal family would be mentioned, and that must have been burdensome. Even so, I felt like a nail was driven through my chest. Usainiel stated, what are you talking about? Absolutely not, the professor and I are just research associates, I think you're misunderstanding something. The emperor replied, there's no guarantee. Then he remembered seeing them chatting. He thought, that guy, he likes her. If Usainiel received a confession, or if that guy confessed again, what would happen? I'm going crazy with anxiety. Usainiel asked, Taze, what exactly are you worried about? Are you saying the professor likes me or something? My feelings are what's important, I have no interest in the professor at all. Of course, I do have some affection for him as a researcher, but if you ask whether I see him as a romantic interest, the answer is no, absolutely not. My type has always been you, from the very beginning, standing in front of me. I have no interest in any man other than you. I can promise that it will remain this way in the future, so please trust me. The next moment, the emperor started kissing her, and then things began to heat up. They continued kissing on the table. After that, Usainiel asked, is it really okay for us to be here? Even if it's a forbidden area, it's still inside the library, anyone who sees us might be shocked. The emperor replied, it's fine, it's completely secluded, so no one can come. Usainiel said, you're well prepared. The emperor replied, of course, it's my precious time to be alone with you, I don't want anyone to interrupt us. Usainiel said, Taze, your hair is so soft. The emperor asked, do you like it? What else do you like? Usainiel replied, your eyes, your nose, your lips. The emperor asked, and Usainiel replied, your face, your voice. I'll stop here. The emperor said, you're so cute. Usainiel said, what is that reaction? I was being serious with my answer. The emperor thought, I want to devour you whole. I want to consume you completely, everything about you, all of it. Usainiel asked, don't you have something to tell me? The emperor replied, I don't understand what you mean. Usainiel said, did you think I'd never find out? Something that important should naturally be told, especially between us, so, were you planning to hide it until the end? The emperor thought, what has she heard, that I can see people's souls through my eyes, or that I made a deal with the devil, what should I do? Usainiel said, You postponed an imperial political meeting the day before yesterday due to the emperor's health reasons. There was heavy rain the day before yesterday. Did you get caught in the rain then? The emperor replied, I didn't mention it because I didn't want you to worry, but you heard everything. It's just a cold now, so I'm fine. Usainiel said, but every time I see you, you seem increasingly uncomfortable. It's not like you're being picky like when you were young. Why do you look so thin? Are you in pain? The emperor replied, really, there's no problem. I eat well. Usainiel told him, take care of your health. I worry about you. The emperor replied, okay, I'll do as Usainiel says. After some time, Usainiel thought, one thing I can say for sure, Taze is desperately trying to hide something from me. Why would he hide it? Am I not good enough? Is it because you inherited royal blood, which unavoidably entangles you with the devil? I could never dislike you for that reason. I like you much more than you think, enough for me not to want to go back to the original world. Suddenly, she thought, of all times, it hurts. The pain that keeps coming back whenever I forget. This recurring pain seems to be constantly warning me. You have a world to return to. After that, the coachman asked, did something happen on the way here? Usainiel also asked, yes, what is it? The coachman said, I thought I heard a bumping sound from inside. Usainiel replied, is that so? Nothing happened. Thank you for today's hard work. After that, Seal asked, are you here now? I heard the news. You should have told me beforehand. You really surprised me. I heard you attended a party with a scholar from the consortium. How about inviting him to our house sometime? Usainiel replied, no, we are definitely not that close. It just happened because I was accompanying him as his student. Seal said, is that so? Still, I'm curious, so please tell me more. Usainiel stated, I have something I want to ask. You've always been interested in my love life. You've wished for me to have a reliable partner by my side. I understand that, after all, you're my mother. But why has that person never been Tess? It's strange. Tess was the closest friend to me in my age group. I want to know the reason clearly. Why do you avoid Tess? Mother, after that, Seal said. I hope you like the fragrance. Usainiel asked. Mother, what is the reason you are reluctant about Tess? Besides the prejudice caused by Tess's changed appearance, I feel there must be another reason. Do you know something about Tess? Please be honest with me, Mother. Seal replied, my daughter, my precious daughter, I have always wanted the best for you, to live happily and peacefully. After you were born, I received a prophecy about your future. Usainiel thought, a prophecy, was it the real deal back then? Seal continued, it is because of that prophecy. I wanted to protect you from it, from what you will face in the future. Then she kept talking, but Usainiel interrupted, Mother, why are you like this? Is your throat bothering you? Why is your voice suddenly? Seal stated, the forbidden. You are my daughter, but since your blood is mixed with human blood, you are not a perfect elf like me, so I cannot interfere with your choices. Usainiel asked, then what does my future have to do with Tess, and is it such a crucial secret that it falls under the forbidden? Seal replied, yes, that is why I was reluctant about Tess, who would want to put their own daughter in danger. My beloved sore spot. I cannot tell you not to meet those children, that is what we have been taught. Usainiel asked, when you say, we, you mean the elves? Seal replied, yes. Even if they are yours, one must not recklessly interfere with the decisions they make. This is an ancient rule of the elves. If you break the rule, the elves will gradually fall into corruption. The end of that corruption is pitch black darkness. Please remember this clearly. The love I have for you will never change. No matter what path you choose, your mother will always be by your side. Usainiel replied, thank you, Mother. After that, Usainiel thought about Tess while looking at that heartstone. On the other hand, the Emperor thought, I can feel Usainiel's warmth. From the depths of my heart, faintly I can tell, the soft warmth of Usainiel. Are you thinking of me even at this late hour, my beloved? Usainiel, I just want to run to you right now. I want to be with you. Next scene, Worthing asked, is something bothering you? You seem worried about something. Usainiel replied, actually, I have been really worried that I might have become a bad daughter. Worthing said, if I were your father, I would be happy just to have a daughter like you, beautiful, diligent, smart, and strong. So the fact that you think you are a bad daughter, could it be because of this agreement with your parents over career concerns? Usainiel replied, it is about something like that. My mother opposes the path I want to take. Worthing spoke, if I were in your place, I would still try to persuade her until the end. Do it now, and then look at the research I'm working on. Many people think it is impossible, but I won't give up. I will finish what I set out to do. That is my belief. The same goes for the path you want to take. Even if your mother has different expectations, as long as you have enough preparation and skill, you will be able to persuade her. If it is truly the path you want, muster the courage to pursue it. After that, Usainiel thought, yes, I just need to become stronger. Both my mother and Tess are very important to me. I don't want to give up anything, no matter what the prophecy says. I just need to become stronger. To prevent my mother from worrying, I need to become an unshakable presence. After some time, Daniel spoke. I was waiting for you to come. Look at this. Isn't it shiny and pretty? It's the golden stationery. We got an invitation for both of us. Usainiel asked, do you know who sent it? Daniel replied, yes, it was personally delivered by the Chamberlain. It's an invitation from His Majesty to the Imperial Palace. Usainiel spoke. Let's discuss the rest in the room. After that, Daniel said, it says that there's a gift for me if we go to the palace. I'm excited. Usainiel spoke. I can get the gift for you, so you don't need to go. Daniel replied, of course I should go, since we're both invited. I will definitely go with you. Usainiel spoke, all right, let's go, but we have to keep it secret from our parents. They might worry unnecessarily. The next morning, the emperor spoke, you have arrived, come in. Daniel spoke, hello, your majesty. The emperor replied, there's no need for formalities here, feel free to be at ease. It's just us. The gift boxes are hidden throughout the support area, you can find them yourself. Daniel replied, thank you, your majesty. Usainiel asked, what are you doing all of a sudden? The emperor spoke, I am glad you came. The flowers in the palace garden are blooming beautifully. I really wanted to show them to you. Usainiel spoke, thank you so much, thanks to you, we are enjoying this sunny spring day so much. The emperor stated, I'm glad, I actually have something to ask, that scholar. I would really prefer it if you stopped meeting him. Are you going to keep meeting him? Usainiel replied, of course, he is my profession. The emperor said, then let's make a bet. If you win, I will leave that scholar alone, but if I win, should I expel him, or should I kill him? Usainiel asked, are you serious about this? The emperor spoke, yes. So, Usainiel, please do your best to defeat me. If you do, I would really be happy. Next scene, Usainiel asked, is everything ready? I will start right away. The emperor said, you have changed into your training clothes. That outfit looks really good on you. I guessed your size and had it made. How is the fit? I put a lot of effort into preparing this as a gift for you. I'm glad it looks good on you. Wow, that is very aggressive, Usainiel said. Use all your hidden strength. Don't hold back your skills and engage completely. The emperor replied, of course, I really want to win too. Then, here I go. After that, Usainiel asked, is that all the strength you've got? The emperor replied, yes. Usainiel started trying to attack him. The emperor spoke, hold on a second, just a moment. Usainiel replied, there is no such thing as a moment during a fight. The emperor said, your skill, you were this strong, what happened? Usainiel thought, I was born as an elf hybrid, but I was not this strong from the start. Back then, Veer taught me as if I was cornered. He trained me relentlessly as if I had to become stronger. I can't give up on either my past life or this one. If I need to become stronger than I am now, I will obtain everything. I will master everything. Scholarship, swordsmanship, and even magic if needed. If my efforts are lacking, I will work even harder. The emperor thought, Worthing, he is related to Usainiel's diligent research. That irritating scholar really gets on my nerves. I want to kill him and get rid of him. But Usainiel would be very angry, right? In the worst case, she might not want to see me, so, from the start, I had no intention of killing or driving him away. Then a brilliant idea came to him. I will make Usainiel break my arm. I was just planning to give up one of my arms through this bet. Then she will pity me for being injured and come to take care of me. The plan was perfect. Until I found out that she was much stronger than I expected, Usainiel said, get up, you're not trying to end it already, are you? The emperor replied, it hurts, especially the palm of my hand. Usainiel spoke, with just this level of skill, you challenge me to a duel, how arrogant. The emperor told her, it hurts. Usainiel replied, I am making it hurt, you fool, if you're going to challenge me, Do it properly. If you're just going to whine and not do it right, then give up. The emperor said, all right. Then I will surrender. You're going to keep hating me if I say I lost anyway. Usainiel said, I won, so keep your promise. The emperor stated, at least you avoided hitting my face. Is it because my face is to your taste? Too bad. If I had known it would be like this, I would have shown my body fully in advance. If I show every part of my body, which is to Usainiel's taste, you won't hit my body anymore. Then the emperor thought, I'm curious to see how she will react. Why is she coming like that? Then he asked, why are you approaching me so menacingly? I don't know what it is, but I must have done something wrong. After that, the emperor thought, seriously, she won't let things slide, that was too much. After some time, Usainiel spoke, Taze, even if we are in a relationship, you know it is wrong to monitor every aspect of each other's lives. Know your limits, even I get angry, and stop being so wary of the men around me. The emperor said, ouch. Usainiel asked, does it hurt? Why did you suggest a sparring match? How foolish. I thought you were really strong, but I guess not. The emperor said, I wonder, how much longer do you intend to make me yearn for you before you are satisfied? What did I even do? Usainiel replied, it's done, you can do the rest now. The emperor said, wait, not yet, apply the medicine here too. Usainiel spoke, you can handle the rest, it's about time I leave. The emperor said, stay for dinner. Usainiel replied, no, I have to go, Daniel is waiting. The emperor told her, if it's your sister, she's already home. The head butler personally escorted her all the way to Tyrant, so you don't have to worry. It would be better to wash up before dinner, take a shower first. Next scene, Usainiel thought, he even had a change of clothes ready, he's thoroughly prepared, but how on earth did he know my exact size, even down to the underwear? After that, she said, I'm done. The emperor stated, you look so beautiful, the outfit suits you perfectly, you look just like an angel. Usainiel thought, angel? Why does he say things like that so casually? Then she asked, did you just change your clothes? The emperor replied, I'll wash up later, I do want to shower, but there's only one bathroom in my room, and since you were just in there, going in right after doesn't seem right. Usainiel spoke, I'm hungry, when are we going to eat? The emperor replied, all right, let's have dinner, I'm so happy, today is a special day, since I'm having dinner with you, I'm really happy. At the dinner table, Usainiel asked, do you usually eat here like this? The emperor replied, no, it's been a while since I've eaten here, I usually just eat in my room. Usainiel asked, are you eating properly? The emperor replied, you told me to eat well, so I've been eating properly, don't worry. Usainiel thought, Taze, are you just a human bound by a contract with the devil, or could it be that you are the devil with the blood of a demon running through you? After that, the emperor said, you will come again next week, right? Usainiel replied, if my schedule clears up, I will come. The emperor spoke, you should come quickly, I'll be waiting. Usainiel replied, all right, I had a great time today, I will visit the palace library soon, you should take care until then. Scene change, Usainiel thought, is that Ethel, to think we would meet here? The next moment, she stopped, Oren asked, what exactly do you want to say to me in a place like this? Ethel replied, miss, since you must be busy, I'll get straight to the point, please come with me to the socialite party as each other's partner. Oren spoke, it is ridiculous, being called out suddenly during work, only to be asked to go to a party as your partner. Sir Bonnard does not have to be my partner, don't you dislike accompanying me? Ethel replied, no, I don't dislike it, more than anything, my lady, you've just become a marquis. The Sheen family has been embroiled in various controversies. To solidify your position going forward, it would be more beneficial for you to accompany me, rather than your younger brother or those with ambiguous positions. After all, I am the eldest of the Bonnard family and a member of the Imperial Knights. Until now, I have gained many benefits by going as Lady Oren's partner. Now it is your turn to gain benefits, please use me to your advantage, I beg of you. Oren replied, I understand, let's proceed with that. Usainiel thought, well done, Ethel, you have shown courage. Next scene, Usainiel thought, that went well, I hope Oren and Ethel become even closer this way. The next moment, she thought, who is that? The person replied, I am Aidan Gilbert, I look forward to working with you, my lady. No, I mean senior, Worthing spoke, I am scheduled to enter the consortium next semester, but until then, I have agreed to help with research. Aiden said, "It is truly an honor to receive guidance from an esteemed professor and senior from the consortium. I will do my best to learn diligently." After that, he said, "Senior, I have actually met you before at a social gathering." Usaniel replied, "Is that so? No wonder you seemed familiar, that must be it." Aiden said, "Wow, I am so happy that you remember me." Worthing thought, could it be that Marquis Gilbert intentionally sent Aiden here, or is there a different reason? Scene change, Usaniel thought, that is a letter from Bernard. A reply has arrived. I asked about the person I met at the shrine. I wonder what kind of answer they gave. Bernard wrote, "Unfortunately, I can't give you detailed information about the person you mentioned, but they will not bring you harm. However, all decisions are up to you, so judge for yourself." Usaniel thought, they will not bring harm, so, was that action meant for me? Was the information about demons meant to suggest that I should escape from Tess? Like Mother said, it is becoming even more confusing. Next morning, Usaniel said, "The petals have visibly withered, even the fertilizers are not helping. Is there truly no way to save Radiata?" Seal replied, "It is unfortunate, but it seems difficult. The climate and soil here do not suit it at all." At the Imperial Library, Usaniel thought, the restricted section is also excellent. How could there be no information on this? The Emperor came and asked, "You have come so quickly, I have missed you." Usaniel asked, "You came here quickly. Why are you sweating? Did you run here?" The Emperor replied, "Yes, as soon as the meeting in the palace ended, I ran straight here. I wanted to see you even a little sooner." Usaniel asked, "But can't you use teleportation magic?" The Emperor replied, "Yes, I can, but using high-level magic consumes a lot of mana." Usaniel said, "I have something to tell you. Edel likes Oren. Edel is trying really hard. I'm not sure if the two of them will work out, but I'll be joining them at the gathering. I'll tell you how it goes afterward." The Emperor replied, "Okay, let me know when you get back, I'll be waiting." Usaniel said, "Yes, I will." After that, Worthing asked, "You're attending the Count's party that day?" Usaniel replied, "Yes, I'll need to adjust my schedule." She thought, a party with Edel and Oren. I have to be there too. Worthing said, "I also received an invitation to that party. I was on the fence about attending, but if you're my partner, then." Usaniel replied, "I can't take you. We've been going to events together recently. If you keep going with the same person, rumors might start to spread. You know how people are overly interested in other people's love lives." Then she thought, I do find it comfortable to attend with Worthing, but I don't want to make Taze worry. Worthing asked, "If that's the case, there's nothing I can do, so, do you have someone in mind to go with?" Usaniel replied, "Actually, Aiden, I wanted to ask you, would you mind going with me to the Count's party?" Aiden replied, "What, me? I would be honored to attend with you, it's my pleasure." On the day of the Count's party, Aiden said, "Be careful with your steps, senior." Worthing said, "Hello, both of you. Looks like we arrived at the same time." After that, the Count spoke, "Welcome, everyone. The three of you arrived together. What an unexpected combination." Worthing said, "Wow, this place is really lavish. Must be because it's hosted by the King of the Mines." After that, Edel and Oren arrived. The Count said, "Lord Bonnart, when will you finally become my daughter's partner? Ruby pines for you so much that she loses sleep over it. You'll dance at least one dance with my daughter tonight." Edel replied, "I'm afraid that won't be possible. I want to focus solely on my partner. I don't want to leave the Marquis with anyone else." The Count started laughing and said, "What a narrow-minded thing to say. Why should a young person stick to just one partner? Don't they need to mingle with various people to gain experience? And what does it matter? The Marquis seems fine with it, isn't that right, Marquis? Would you mind if we borrowed Lord Bonnart for a dance?" Oren thought, "My name is Oren. I am the Marquis's eldest daughter. When I was 9 years old, my parents said, 'Her Majesty has been keeping an eye on you. This is a gift from the heavens. Our family's future is in your hands.'" After that, Usaniel thought, "So that is His Highness, the Crown Prince. He's the one with black hair and black eyes." Mother said, "You must grow closer to him. All of this is for our family, don't ever forget that." Oren replied, "Yes, I know." Then she thought, "I have heard those words so many times that I'm sick of them. There's no way I could forget." Oren spoke, "Greetings, Your Highness," then introduced herself. Taze said, "My eyes hurt. They hurt so much. How long do I have to stay here?" Oren thought, He is just an immature little child. Suddenly, Taze said, "She's here," Oren thought. Usainiel, she's the Duke's daughter. She is known for being mature and having a mysterious air about her. She has good manners, and her speech is quite fluent. I heard she's 3 years younger than I am. In any case, it looks like I have no hope of gaining the crown princess position now. It seems he has already given his heart to someone else. It's for the best anyway. I wasn't even interested in him. Then she started shouting. Edel came and said, "Wait, don't move, it's dangerous, so stay still. Don't worry too much. Honeybees don't sting right away. It's probably just a worker bee that came in here by accident. There it goes, it flew away. You can move now. Well then, goodbye." Oren thought, that was the day of our first meeting. I didn't even get to thank him. I found out that he was the Marquise's eldest son. I also found out that he was interested in Lady Usainiel. As time passed and as we grew older, I gradually began to realize that I had feelings for him. I liked him as a person and as a man, but feelings are only temporary. They will probably disappear with time, just like my parents' feelings, because human emotions always change, and above all else, I know very well that he and I will never be together. So actually, Usainiel spoke. "My friends are here. It's been a while." Oren, the Count asked, "Do the two of you know each other? It's quite interesting that a duke's family is close with a marquis's family." Usainiel replied, "She has been my close friend for a long time. That's why it's an even more special and strong relationship. Of course, I don't mean just the two of us. It also applies to the Marchioness and Lord Bernard as well." The Count stated, "You know, Lady Haldrant, ever since you returned from your exile, you don't seem to know when you should or should not interfere in a conversation." Edel said, "Count, you are being rude. Apologize to the lady immediately." The Count replied, "And why must I do that? I only spoke the truth. It's not as if I was as crass as that commoner, was I? So there is no reason for His Majesty to punish me. And the two of you are still mere youths. If you wish to say something to me, at least get yourselves a title first." Usainiel said, "You are very proud of being a noble, I see, but are not individual abilities also important?" The Count replied, "Well, you are not wrong. If I had not valued your knowledge and the Marchioness's efforts, I would never be having this conversation with you." Usainiel stated, "I hear you are quite good with the sword. I challenge you to a duel." After that, Worthing said, "Are you out of your mind? How can you challenge someone to a duel at a party? What on earth are you thinking?" Aiden also said, "It's not too late to stop this." Usainiel replied, "It is really fine, so don't worry." The Count said, "I am ready when you are. We will have Ruby and Lord Bernard be the judges." Usainiel asked, "Does Lady Ruby also know how to use a sword?" The Count replied, "She is quite good." Then the duel began. The Count struck at her, but Usainiel dodged it. The Count said, "You are better than I thought." In the next moment, it was not clear what had happened, but the Count's sword was in the air. The Count said, "Well now, it appears I have lost. Fair and square, you won. I acknowledge my loss. I was arrogant and underestimated your ability. I hope you can forgive my conceit. I apologize for all of my rude behavior until now." Usainiel said, "I accept your apology, please rise." After that, the Count asked, "Did you all enjoy the opening performance? Let us begin the real party." After changing her clothes, Usainiel thought, "Where is everyone?" Ruby said, "Lady, could I speak with you for a moment?" Usainiel thought, "Why does Lady Ruby want to speak with me?" Ruby said, "Lady, you are so amazing. How are you able to handle the sword so precisely? I have learned some swordsmanship myself, but I have never seen someone as remarkable as you. You are truly incredible. If it's all right with you, could we please spar together later, although it will probably end up being a teaching session for you because I'm not as good." Usainiel replied, "Very well, let's spar together when we get a chance." Ruby said, "Thank you, lady." Usainiel thought, she seems completely different from her father, and she sort of reminds me of Ganyel. At the end of the party, Oren said, "Thank you for today." Usainiel replied, "No, I didn't do anything. I was glad to see you, it's been too long." Oren thought, when I see how pure and thoughtful she is, there's no way I can feel jealous. It's only natural that she deserves to be loved. After that, Edel said, "I am sorry, things became awkward at the banquet because of me. You were only put in this position because of my interests. I am truly ashamed of myself, I'm sorry." Oren replied, "I cannot accept your apology. You did nothing wrong back there, so please don't apologize to me." Edel said, There is something I want to give you, please take it, it's a gift I brought for you. I know it's a little late, but I wanted to congratulate you on becoming a marchioness. Oren replied, thank you, it is quite a beautiful necklace. Edel said, I am so glad you seem to like it, it is wonderful to see you smile. Would you like to try it on? I can help if you don't mind, Oren replied. I will do it myself, so you don't have to worry. Edel thought, did I say something wrong? The next morning, Usainil thought, what is going on? There seems to be a commotion, did something happen? Then she asked, why did you come here? There are so many people watching. The emperor replied, it has been quite a while since you went into the imperial library, but you never showed up to the forbidden book section, so I came looking for you. There is something I need to show you, come with me. After that, Usainil thought, a greenhouse, was there always something like this in the palace? The next moment, she said, these are radiatas. The emperor replied, that's right, they're your favorite flowers, the entire space was created for you. All the flowers and trees were planted for you. Every possible type of magic has been cast on this greenhouse, nothing will ever harm them. Usainil asked, you cast magic on the flowers, you planted all these radiatas for me. The emperor replied, yes, permanent preservation magic was cast on them, the flowers here will never wither. This way, you will visit the palace more often, since there is something here that you like. You know I will do anything for you, if you wish, I will change everything in the palace for you. Be my empress, let's sleep together in the palace, stay by my side forever. You are going to marry me, you will, right? Why aren't you saying anything, what is wrong? Usainil replied, I am sorry, there is something I really need to do right now, something I must find out. The emperor asked, do you mean the thing you've been looking for ever since you were young? Usainil replied, yes, that research is my life's task, that is why I can't give you an answer right now, I am sorry. The emperor said, then that means you don't want to marry me, are you alright with us not being together? I suppose you never liked me. Usainil told him, no, that is not it. The emperor asked, if it's not, then you can marry me, but the reason you can't is because you don't like me that much. The next moment, Usainil kissed him, then she said, I really do like you, you are so precious to me, but this research is not in the same category as that, it is an important goal in my life, I still need more time to conduct my research, please understand. After that, the emperor thought I will wait a little longer for you, please don't make me wait too long. Then the demon said, take her and make her yours. Take her freedom away so she can never run away from you. Take everything and make her yours. Make a decision, do not hold back on your desires. The emperor replied, I can't do that, she would hate me. The demon told him, love needs to be restrained, if you let it go, it will leave you. Forcing her to stay by your side is what love is, go on, quickly. The emperor said, shut up. The demon continued, she will come to realize soon enough just how much you have desperately wanted her, do this, and she will understand you completely. The emperor shouted, I said shut up and leave me alone. All the people in the building shouted as the windows broke all of a sudden, how on earth did this happen, they exclaimed. Next scene, Seal said, you must have an elf in your family somewhere. Ruby replied, yes, we do. My mother inherited elven blood, my grandmother was an elf, her name was Peril. Seal said, I know her, I didn't know she came to the Empire. After some chat, Usainil thought, no wonder I thought she reminded me of Ganyel. She has elf blood, it's a relief that Ruby and Ganyel are getting along, I think they could become good friends. Next scene, Aiden asked, hello, miss, could I have a moment of your time, there is something I need to tell you. Usainil replied, let's go into the office and speak. Aiden said, I don't think we should, I need to discuss something very personal and private with you. I know it has only been a short while, but after spending time with you, I have come to deeply admire you, I want to become that kind of person. My feelings for you grew even more because you possess such courage and dedication, I respect you, I love you, and I wish to be with you always, will you marry me? Usainil replied, do you know this is a highly unusual situation? Aiden replied, I do. I know it is customary for families to send the proposal, but I thought it was better to ask you how you felt first. If we get our families involved, there will be a lot of gossip, and I didn't want to put you through that. Usainil asked, but you are the Marquise's eldest son, doesn't that mean you are his successor? If you married me, you would have to become the son-in-law of a higher-ranking family, and you would also have to give up your Marquis title. Aiden replied, I know, but you are more important to me than any of that. Usainiel said, I know you are a good person, but I have no intention of getting married anytime soon. To be precise, I don't have time to marry. I have no idea when my research will be over, and all my attention is focused on that right now. Aiden replied, I won't give up. In the course of your research, there will come a time when you will want to settle down. I will wait for you until that time comes. Good day, then. After that, Usainiel thought for him to propose out of the blue like this. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. When I see him in the office from now on, it's going to be extremely awkward. Suddenly, the whole ground began shaking. The announcement started. This is an urgent announcement. A large earthquake has been detected in the Empire. The campus grounds are very dangerous at the moment, so all faculty and students are urged to evacuate to a safe place immediately. Usainiel started shouting, Ganyel, where are you? There you are you all right? Ganyel replied, yes, but I'm scared. Ukneil said it will be all right. After that, Usainiel thought, why is such a strong earthquake happening now? I have a bad feeling about this. It feels like a warning from the heavens. Next scene. All the family gathered together, relieved and happy they were all fine. Suddenly, a messenger from the Imperial Palace arrived and said, an official document is for you. Millen said, what? All of a sudden, just what is his intention with a decision like this? Usainiel asked, Father, what is it? What does it say? Millen replied, it is an order of execution. Marquis Gilver's eldest son, Arden Gilver, has been sentenced to death. Usainiel thought Arden is going to be executed. Next scene. The Emperor asked, what brings you all the way here, and at such a late hour too? Usainiel asked, just what are you planning to do about Marquis Gilver's son? The Emperor replied, you just got here, and you're already talking about another man. Usainiel stated, I read the official order, so I already know everything. Don't you think this is too harsh? The Emperor responded, no, there is another reason why he has to die. How dare he not know his place and ask my Usainiel to marry him? That was his sin. Let's get married, then we can wake up in the same bed and live together, and we can see each other anytime we want. Please, please, I only want you to look at me. I love you. Usainiel continued, I don't like you doing things like this because of me. I really hate it. I don't want you to get any meaningless blood on your hands as the Emperor, especially because of me. She thought, I can't feel Tess's heartbeat through his chest. He used to be so kind and affectionate, but now he's so cold. Is it because he doesn't have a heart anymore? She then said, I want you to release him. Please spare his life. The Emperor replied, all right. Usainiel asked, will you really? The Emperor said, yes, because it is what you want. I already told you that I will do anything for you. I want you to know that you are the only person who can do this to me. Take my hand, there's somewhere I want to take you. After that, Usainiel asked, how far down do we have to go? The Emperor replied, we are almost there. Usainiel thought, even though I have been to the palace many times, I didn't know there was a place like this. The Emperor said, there is a secret hidden here. I want to show it to you. Then he thought, how will you react when I show you this secret? Will you be afraid of me, or will we grow closer? Usainiel said, I think there's something over there. There's a person lying down. Who is it? The Emperor replied, the first Emperor. It is the body of the first Emperor who founded the Northern Empire. A permanent preservation spell has been cast on him, just like the radiatas in the greenhouse. He has been kept under this spell the entire time, from the founding of the Empire until now. Then he thought, Usainiel, will you understand and accept me in the end? The Emperor thought of a hidden room deep underground in the Imperial Palace. It is a grotesque thing that was created for a demon to exist on Earth even in the absence of a contractor. Emperor Jode was the first human to make a contract with a demon. The demon dwelled in his body and provided a justification for intervening in the human world. Empowered, he waged numerous wars, but in the process, gradually, very slowly, the demon began to consume him, just before completely losing his body, during the last moment of his remaining sanity. He barely managed to repel the demon by stabbing his own heart and dying. However, the first emperor's death did not mean that the demon also vanished. The blood and sins of the demon were passed down to the descendants of the imperial family, which have continued to me, and I, too, may not be able to escape the fate that the first emperor faced. Usainiel, what reaction will you show if you fear or find me unpleasant? Then what should I do? I don't know without her. Usainiel spoke, wow, this is incredible. The corpse looks like it is still alive. What kind of power did the first emperor possess to be able to wield such strength even after death? I am curious about the principle of the perpetual magic. How is such magic possible? I want to choose this as my next research topic. What do you think? The emperor started laughing. He thought, yes, this is definitely something Usainiel would do. How can you be so adorable? Then he said, I am in favor. I will support your research in any way I can. Let's get out of here. This is not a place to stay for long. After that, the emperor said, after your research is over, we can get married. Usainiel replied, I will tell you if you answer my question. The earthquake in the capital and the eastern tower, was that your doing? The emperor did not reply. Usainiel commented, are you kidding me? How come every time I am around, these things happen? Just stop it. What you are worried about won't happen. The emperor replied, I am sorry, I won't do it anymore. Usainiel emphasized, you look so haggard, I will be by your side, let's go to sleep together. The emperor asked, what? Usainiel told him, I mean it, I will stay by your side all night. The emperor asked, why? Usainiel commented, if you don't want me to, then I won't. I get it, I will just go home. The emperor spoke, no, don't go, stay by my side, I won't ask anything else. Are you mad at me? He thought, since I can't see Usainiel's soul, I can't know her true feelings, is that why I feel relieved? Usainiel told him, not at all. After some time, Usainiel said, I will stay by your side, so sleep soundly. The emperor replied, okay. Usainiel continued, I will still be here in the morning, don't worry. The emperor said, it feels good, it is like returning to my childhood, I am really happy, I love you. Usainiel thought, seeing you sleep peacefully makes me feel as if nothing has happened, but is it really okay like this? The body of the first emperor who made a contract with the demon, and your constantly changing appearance, all of this keeps confusing me. The next morning, Usainiel thought, after that, the death sentence given to Aiden was cancelled. However, the evidence of the rebellion had not disappeared, so he was ordered to leave the capital. Aiden's life was spared, but nothing could return to how it was before. Next scene, the researchers are chatting. Do you remember the big earthquake that occurred in the capital not too long ago? I was completely worn out from being dragged to advisory meetings because of it. The other one said, you must have had a hard time, but thanks to that, you probably got a good sense of the atmosphere in the palace. Any rumors? The first one replied, well, nothing special. I heard talk about the emperor needing to welcome a new empress. I guess it makes sense, at the emperor's age, it is time for talk regarding marriage to come up. Usainiel thought, an empress, is that what they have been saying? Is that why they brought up marriage again? The two researchers continued, I heard the emperor's birthday banquet will be held soon too. I wonder if there will be some kind of announcement then. Usainiel thought, even though I made a big fuss about going into the palace a few days ago and spent the whole day there, not a single rumor was spread. It seems Tess really kept a tight lid on things. If word got out that I spent the night with the emperor, there would have been an uproar. The fact that there is absolutely no talk about it says a lot. After some time, young noble ladies came and said, wait a moment, Usainiel asked, what can I do for you? The girls spoke, hello, princess, we finally meet. I have so many questions to ask. You were close to the emperor, right? I heard you have known each other since childhood. I also remember you attending the duchess party together. Usainiel commented, we have known each other since we were kids. The girls asked, do you know who His Majesty will attend the upcoming birthday banquet with? Have you heard anything about it? Usainiel replied, why are you asking me about that? The girls continued, since you and the emperor are such good friends, we were curious if you knew anything about it. Since His Majesty has come of age, don't you think he should be welcoming a partner soon? Usainiel replied, I don't really know, I believe it is something His Majesty should decide for himself. The girls again asked, do you really not know anything? Usainiel replied, no, I truly don't, but there is one thing I can say for certain. Young ladies can be quite rude. I find it very impolite to ask such personal things to someone you barely know. The girls said, we are really sorry, princess, we truly apologize for our impoliteness. Usainiel commented, I also went a bit too far with my words, you can just forget about it, I will take my leave now. She thought, why didn't I think that the person in question might be me? What was I thinking? I was just hoping rumors wouldn't spread. It is so contradictory, how foolish. Next scene, Usainiel thought, before I realized, time had flown by, the day of the emperor's birthday banquet has arrived. Nobles are chatting, look over there. The Tyrant family has arrived, they are truly beautiful, they always amaze us. Daniel spoke, I guess the banquet has already started, it is so extravagant and beautiful, I want to go inside and take a look. Seal told her, don't wander too far by yourself, you need to stay close to us. Milan came and spoke, everyone is here, my proud daughters and my wife, you all look dazzlingly beautiful, today in the palace, our family will shine the brightest. Seal asked, honey, you look really worn out, you haven't slept properly for days because of work, have you? Milan replied, seeing you and the kids makes me feel better, you truly are my tonic. After that Daniel said, sister, look over there, it's Ruby, it seems she has not seen us, I will go greet her first. Usainiel told her, you should not run around like that, be careful. Aurine came and told her, you look beautiful today. Usainiel replied, the same goes for you, how have you been lately? Aurine said, I have been busy, ever since I became a Marchioness, I always have a mountain of things to do. Usainiel commented, but I believe you are doing well, and that necklace looks new, it is pretty, it looks really luxurious, doesn't it? Aurine replied, thank you, actually, Ethel gave this to me. Usainiel emphasized, giving such a beautiful gift as a congratulation is quite thoughtful. Aurine told her, lately, I have been meeting with him often, so my feelings have become complicated. At first, I just wanted his help, but as we have spent more time together, now I don't even know what I want anymore. Usainiel stated, but it is okay, take your time, think it through, there is no need to force distance if your heart does not want it, you don't have to decide right now. Aurine replied, you are right, there is no need to rush a decision, thank you. Then there was an announcement, everyone, please pay attention, His Majesty the Emperor is entering. Before coming to the banquet, the Emperor thought, thinking about having to meet and greet all of these people is already making me tired. I have to deal with the feelings of greed and jealousy hidden behind their fake smiles, with that frightening and terrible energy. I can clearly feel what is in their souls, still, just being able to see you gives me the strength to endure all of this. Now back in the present time, the Emperor started the speech, then after the speech, he said, here is to the infinite glory of our Northern Empire, and to all of your devotion. Usainiel thought, look how strong you have become already, I can finally see that you have become a respectable emperor, there were times when you seemed so fragile, and I just wanted to hold you. But seeing your overwhelming presence over everyone is so surprising to me, but I know that all the different versions of you that I see, you are still you. Every time I see this side of you, our future together seems. Suddenly she thought, my heart feels like it is torn apart, it is as if a sharp knife is digging into me. It is the same pain that I felt when I died in my past life. I can't do anything in this state, if this pain does not go away, I can't make any promises. Daniel spoke, over here, Usainiel said. There you are. Daniel asked, why were you wiping your face? Usainiel replied, I think it is a little hot in here, I am sweating. But why is everyone here at this table? Daniel told her, we are all looking at the mana stone that Ruby brought. Ruby told them, my grandmother is an elf, and she always used to say, when she looks into this mana stone and it reflects like a mirror, it feels like she could return to the fairy world. Usainiel thought, it reflects like a mirror, and you can enter the fairy world, she said, I will be right back. Then she thought, traveling to another world might be possible, okay, I will need to look at everything again. The story of the angel and the lumberjack is not just a simple tale, an angel came down into the human world and then returned to the heavens. This is definitely talking about crossing the interdimensional gateway, the Emerald Lake at Guana Mountain. When the lumberjack saw in it, he was able to go up into the heavens with the angel. They must have used the reflection in the lake, like the mana stone Ruby was holding to go to another world. If it has that much power, that must mean it is not a normal lake. It is a place where an enormous amount of mana has gathered. Some powerful mana in Guana Mountain must have condensed together, but it just looks like a lake. If I could only find this place, then I could also. The Emperor came and stated, I am hurt, I can't believe you left in the middle of an event to go to the Imperial Library. Is it because of your research again? It is my birthday though, must you really do this today? Why do you keep avoiding me? Are you that afraid of being with me? Do you hate the idea of being with me? Because you would have to become the Empress, is that why you always do this? Usainiel replied, that is not it. The Emperor commented, if that really is not it, then prove it, give yourself to me, if you can't give me your heart, then give me your body, let me feel you, even if it is just a little. Usainiel replied, wait, then he started kissing her, Usainiel pushed him away, then said, I can't breathe. The Emperor told her, let's get engaged, I won't ever interfere with your research, I can actually be of help to you, I will work hard to assist you, I mean it. I can give you everything, not only my heart, so please, have faith in me and say yes. Let's get engaged, Usainiel replied, I am sorry. The Emperor commented, you won't even get engaged to me, You are so cruel. I can't stand it when I am not with you. Are you completely fine without me? You plan on leaving me in the end, don't you? Usainiel told him, I would never do that. How could I just abandon you? I am sorry. I am really sorry. A little longer, wait just a little longer for me. She thought, how would I even begin to tell him? If I told him my search was about leaving for another world, he would probably be hurt. He might even feel betrayed. I can't reassure him, and that makes me feel like such a coward. Daniel spoke. Look at this. Ruby gave me that mana stone as a gift. I am not even doing anything and it is emitting light. It's shining like it is alive. It is so amazing. Seal told her, it is a mana stone made from diamonds. They are sometimes used as a light source. Daniel commented, if I was in a dark place and had this, I would not be scared of anything. Usainiel thought, it can react to mana. The next moment all of them asked, why are you running all of a sudden? Usainiel replied, I just remembered something, so I need to go in first. After that Usainiel thought, if I can use this to detect a certain magic power, who knows, it might work. I am not positive, but beggars can't be choosers. I can't delay. I need to start studying it right away. Next morning, the doctor said, I thought today was your day off. Did I not tell you that? Usainiel replied, good morning. No, I knew. I am supposed to be off today, but I wanted to conduct some personal research. Just ignore me. Then at night Daniel came and told her, why are you back so late? Something so surprising happened to me. I kept waiting so I could tell you. Usainiel replied, I am sorry, but I can't right now. Let's talk later. The days are going by. The doctor told her, I am thinking about calling it a day. Usainiel replied, you can head home first. I am going to stay a little longer. The doctor thought, I don't know what she is doing, but she is working very hard at it. If it is something important, I would like to help, but no, I don't want to get in the way. After that Usainiel asked, what are all these? A servant replied, these are all letters addressed to you, my lady. These party invitations and letters from socialites all at once for you. There is also an invitation from the palace. Usainiel told him, send a reply to all of them kindly saying no, please. Usainiel thought, is Tess going to be upset? But I don't have time to think about anything else right now. This is something I have to figure out. I need to only focus on my research. On the other hand, nobles are chatting. The meeting will end here, Your Majesty. Thank you for your hard work. His Majesty does not allow any mistakes. It feels like he has been especially strict lately. The butler speaks, Your Majesty. Here is the report summarizing the matters discussed in the meeting. Also, a letter from Lady Haldrant has arrived. The Emperor replies, good work, you may go. He thought, I feel a thrill every time I open Usainiel's letters. The next moment, what? She won't come to the Imperial Palace. First she rejected the marriage proposal and the betrothal. Now she is even avoiding meeting with me. After that, the Emperor asks, what was Usainiel's schedule today? The butler replies, the lady left for the Conceum early in the morning and returned home late at night. The Emperor thought, it has been the same for a month now. Every day she goes back and forth between her lab and her home, leaving no time for me. It would be nice if I could see her even for a short while, but that is impossible too. That research of hers must be important, more important than me. Then he remembered when Usainiel told him that he is not her type. Actually, her type was someone taller than her who can hold her warmly, and many other qualities. And most importantly, in terms of appearance, I am most drawn to someone with black hair. The Emperor thought, black hair and black eyes, right now, I perfectly match Usainiel's ideal type. With this incredibly handsome face that fits her preferences so perfectly, let's see how long you can go without seeing me. A week later, Usainiel thought, just a little more, this time, it will work, almost there. No way, another failure. This is strange. There is nothing wrong with the theory. Why won't it work? I have no idea what is going on. What is this wind? The window should be shut. The Emperor came said, hello. Usainiel asks, why are you here? How did you get in here? What would others think if they saw you? The Emperor replies, you never have time. This is the only way I can see your face. Usainiel thought, I was going to whine and ask for a little attention, but seeing you like this, I can't complain. She tells him, I am sorry. My research is at such a crucial point. Can you wait a little longer? The Emperor says, do you know how many times I have thought that? Just for now, look at me. I have missed you so much. He thought she looks exhausted. The Emperor continues, you told me to take care of my health, but are you following your own advice? You were working hard at your desk. What were you making? Usainiel replies, it is a magical tool used to locate a specific place. It is not finished yet. The Emperor says, so this is how you use a mana stone. The mana stone looks unstable. Then he uses his magic to fix the mana stone. The other researcher asks, my lady, are you in there? Usainiel tells him, go, before others see you. The emperor replies, got it. I will head out now, don't overwork yourself. Usainiel says, I will contact you soon. Then at night, Usainiel speaks, it worked, finally, I have created it, a compass that will guide me to the Emerald Pond of Ganson. After that, Usainiel thought about the missing people of Guana Mountain. Countless people have set foot on Guana Mountain. Mages and adventurers have gone there to explore, but few have ever returned. They disappeared without a trace, and only the records of those who have vanished continue to grow. Guana Mountain is called the place that swallows up explorers and never returns them. I can't believe this many people have disappeared. If I am not careful, that could happen to me as well, but I have come this far, so I can't stop now. If the one and only clue to returning to my past life is on Guana Mountain, then that is where I have to go. This is just the beginning. Next scene, Usainiel speaks, I am submitting my request for a leave of absence. The other researchers ask, are you leaving right away? We are going to miss you. Usainiel replies, take care, everyone. After that, Dr. Worthing asks, you are taking a leave of absence without even consulting your professor first. Usainiel replies, I am sorry I did not tell you sooner. I made the decision so quickly. I am leaving so I can focus on my research. The fastest way for me to learn would be to experience it myself. The doctor speaks, wait, so does that mean you are really going to Guana Mountain? You are not going by yourself. Do you realize how dangerous that place is? Usainiel replies, I hope I have your blessing at least. I think that would help me on my journey. The doctor comments, yes, well, I don't think I would be able to stop you if you have already made up your mind. Usainiel tells him, thank you for everything. I would never have reached this point without your help. The doctor says, be careful. You must come back as soon as possible. I thought the office is going to feel so empty without you. After that, both of them ask, where exactly are you going? Usainiel replies, it is related to my research. I have to go there if I want to know more, but I think we won't be able to see each other for a while. That is why I wanted to say, if you end up getting married while I am gone, just go ahead with the wedding. Don't push it back or anything because I am not here. Aurine replies, no way. Edel also says, all right. Then at night, Seal asks, then what about your return? How long will you be tied up with your work, and when will you come back? Millen states, I won't allow it. I can wait for her to come back. If I know that she will be back safely, I can wait as long as she wants, but if she leaves without any guarantees, and if she were to get hurt out there. Seal tells him, Usainiel made her decision. As parents, we have to put our trust in her. You promised. You said you would support her no matter what she decided. This must be a necessary choice for her. Next scene, Usainiel thought, now all that is left is the most difficult moment. The emperor speaks, welcome. You must have had some free time. You wanted to meet in the greenhouse so we could look at the radiatas. I always keep this place full of them, so enjoy them as much as you want before you go. Usainiel tells him, I have to tell you something, I'm going away somewhere. The emperor asks, going away, what are you saying all of a sudden? He thought, the compass, she is doing this because she finished working on that damn compass. I did not help you just so you could leave, he says, take me with you. We can go away together, can't we? Usainiel replies, sorry, I can't do that. The emperor asks, why not? Why are you saying no? Usainiel explains, this journey is something I have to get through and deal with on my own. I can't drag you into this, I am sorry. The emperor asks, if you leave, what am I supposed to do? You are my everything. Usainiel emphasizes, listen very carefully to what I am about to tell you. You are the only one I am telling this secret to. I remember my past life. I was different from everyone else because of these memories. The reason why I kept on studying magic was, so I could meet my mother from my past life. She was my everything. But in the end, I left that life so suddenly without even saying goodbye. I left her all alone, and I have been feeling guilty about that ever since. But that does not mean this life is not important to me. It is very precious to me. That is why I decided. I will come back no matter what. If I can travel to that world, that means I can return from there also, but I don't know how long it will take. Wait for me. I will make sure to come back, and when I get back, let's get married and live together. Let's wake up next to each other and start the day together. Let's spend all our time together in the same place, and live our life as one. After the kiss, the emperor again started kissing her. Usainiel said, wait, stop for a second, this is too fast, let's slow down a little. The emperor replied, okay, I love you. Usainiel told him, I love you too. Next morning, Daniel asked, when are you coming back? I think I am going to be so sad without you here. Usainiel replied, as long as you stay strong here, I will be back quickly. Seal told her, Have a safe trip, we will all be waiting for you. Milan also spoke, my daughter, my lovely girl. Usainiel told them, well, I will be going now. After some time, the emperor said, I came to see you off at the north gate, just as I promised. Usainiel replied, I wanted to return this to you, I don't think I should be holding on to this anymore. The emperor commented, no, take it with you. Usainiel asked, what, do you even know what this is? The emperor replied, of course I do, it is my heart, it is okay for you to take it, you are going to come back safely anyway, nothing is going to happen. Usainiel tried to say, but if. The emperor stated, there is no, what if, you are going to come back no matter what, I know it, so take my heart with you. Usainiel replied, all right, I will come back safe and sound. The emperor spoke, you better not forget that you said you would marry me when you get back. Usainiel replied, of course, I would never forget that. Next scene, Usainiel thought, after I said goodbye to everyone, I proceeded on my journey. I could not look back, because I did not want to regret my decision. All I did was rush straight ahead, days after days passing. Usainiel spoke, thank you for taking me this far, get back safely, she thought. I can already feel the mana floating in the air, I knew this was not just a normal mountain. After a full 2 days of traveling, I finally arrived at Guana Mountain. After that, Usainiel thought, this mountain is really hard to climb, maybe it is because of the mana in the air, but my body feels heavy too. That sign. That is the marker I put up yesterday, no way, did I go around in a circle again. Although I was following the direction the compass was giving me, I kept ending up back at the same spot, it was as if the mountain was changing the path on its own. Alright, let's try again, but still, no matter how many obstacles are put in front of me, I won't lose my determination. I had no idea how long I would be lost like this, but I had no intention of giving up. I have been on Guana Mountain for a week now, it feels like I am getting closer to the peak. I'm making progress, the sun has already completely set. Should I just stop and make camp here? No, the light from the compass is different from before, there is definitely something, I will just go a little further. After all this hardship, I was finally able to find Emerald Pond, I found it. This is it, this is Emerald Pond. I think it took about a week to find this place, how amazing, this is all mana. I can't believe this place is real, it feels like a dream. Then she remembered Seal speaking, now that you have discovered everything up to this point on your own, I should be able to tell you this much. I can tell you how to get to the fairy world even though you are not a fairy. The answer is in your blood contains the power of elves, and with it, you will be able to pass into that world. Usainiel replied, I'm not sure I understand what you mean, if you can give me a little bit more detail, she thought, her hands. Seal said, you must never forget what it is you truly want, and where you ultimately want to go, be careful, Usainiel thought. The way to open the door is in my blood, so here we go. What is this all of a sudden, the entire pond is swirling. Wait, I can't breathe, no, I can't lose consciousness. Next scene, Usainiel woke up and thought, where am I? A fairy spoke, she opened her eyes. Welcome to the fairy world, Miss Usainiel Haldrant. Usainiel asked, you know who I am? The fairies replied, of course, we knew you would come here, we have been waiting so we could welcome you, the queen is waiting for you, follow us. Usainiel said, it is really beautiful here. The fairy replied, that is because this is the fairy world, and it is filled with happiness, you can let go of all your worries and sadness in this place, it would be so great if you could find peace here. You don't have to worry about anything when you are here, you will definitely be happy staying here with us, you can find true peace here, what you are looking for might even be right here. Usainiel thought, if heaven exists, it probably looks like this, being in such a peaceful and beautiful place makes it seem like all the pressure I was feeling is being washed away, it feels like all my stress is melting. What I have wanted for so long is to be free from the endless nightmare from my previous life, perhaps I can escape that pain here, I would be completely free and at ease, still, I can't stop, I still have a path I need to follow. She asked, you said the queen was waiting for me, please show me the way. After some time, Usainiel thought, they said I just need to go straight down this road, after she reached the top of the mountain. The queen spoke, you are here, Usainiel asked, are you the queen? The queen replied, yes, I am, you have come quite a long way, I feel a negative energy coming from you, Usainiel commented, that is probably because of my human blood, I am half elf and half human. The queen told her, that is not what I mean, that thing you are wearing around your neck, I feel a malicious force coming from it, Usainiel thought, is she talking about Tay's heart that I am wearing? The queen continued, that energy is threatening to ruin your destiny, your elven blood has been protecting you until now, whatever path you choose is up to you, your soul and destiny will follow you there. Usainiel emphasized, I came here for only one reason. I want to know how I can travel to another world. Please help me. The queen replied, yes, of course there is a way. This place is a kind of mirror that reflects and connects dimensions. Usainiel asked, can I use that to go to another world? The queen replied, indeed, the one who enforces the rules of the world has told me to let you pass. Usainiel asked, the one who enforces the rules of the world? The queen stated, yes, the snow dragon, Callisis. Usainiel thought, Callisis. The queen continued, the one who maintains balance between the worlds and dimensions. He is the one who has permitted your journey, and he is probably watching you right now. Come, follow me. Usainiel thought, it is enormous. The queen spoke, you can use this mirror to get to the world you want, however, there is a condition, you must be in possession of something from that world. It does not matter whether it is visible or not. Usainiel thought, something from that world. I was reincarnated, so there is no way I would have something from my past life. But still, I can vividly recall memories from back then, just like I remember how I got this scar on my hand. My soul still belongs to that world, she replied, I already have something. The queen commented, very well, then you may walk through the mirror. I will allow you to travel to the time and place you desire, but be careful, you must focus on the place where you wish to go. If you get distracted and think about other places, you will wander for the rest of eternity. Never stop walking and only head straight toward your destination. Usainiel thought, there is nothing but complete darkness inside the mirror. I cannot see where I am walking or even my hand in front of my face. I have no idea how far I have gone or how much time has passed. All I can do is think about the people I miss and keep putting one foot in front of the other. There is a hole in the floor. What the hell is going on? Where am I after my journey? I arrived in front of an urn. It contained my ashes from my previous life. Usainiel thought, the name I had in my previous life, yes, it really is my name. That is me inside. Mom, how did she feel after I was gone? I hope she was not too sad. I am sorry, Mom. I am sorry I left you. I am sorry you were all alone. Sorry that I was such a terrible daughter, but just once, for the last time, even if it is for a moment. I wish I could see you. Her mother came and asked, are you okay? I am sorry if I startled you. I just thought you might be having a difficult time breathing. Would you like to use this at least? The next moment she hugged her. Mother told her, wait, I think you have the wrong person. Usainiel replied, Mom, it is me. We bought that handkerchief together on vacation, and the bag you have right now, I got it for your birthday when I was in middle school. Honestly, I wanted to get you a new one because this one was so old, but because that happened to me, I am sorry. Mom, Mother asked, is everything you were saying true? Are you really my daughter? Usainiel commented, I missed you. I really missed you so much, Mother said. What in the world? My daughter is here in someone else's body. How is this even possible? Usainiel replied, I was reborn in another world, so I came to tell you not to worry and that I am doing fine. Mother asked, are you really back? Are you going to stay with me now? Usainiel told her, I am sorry, Mom. I can't stay in this world for long. I don't have much time left. I have something for you. Take this. Mother emphasized, what? It looks so expensive. Usainiel continued, it is easy to get things like this in that world. I am actually pretty wealthy and living well there, so don't worry and live a happy life. I will always be thinking about you when I am over there. I think I need to go now. Mother asked, you are already leaving. Can't you stay a little longer? Usainiel stated, I love you, Mom. Thank you for having me as your daughter. Mother replied, thank you for being born as my daughter. Thank you for coming back and finding me like this. I have always loved you, my daughter. Stay healthy and be well. Usainiel replied, I will. You stay healthy too, Mom. You have to be happy every single day. Can you hear me, Mom? Please tell me, can you listen to me? She thought, what is this? I feel a vibration coming from Tae's heart. It is like it is trying to comfort me. I am in total darkness, but strangely enough, I can feel it. Which way I have to go? The place I want to go, where all my loved ones are. The Northern Empire. Next scene. Usainiel came out of the pond. She thought, this is Guana Mountain. I am back. It was so short compared to the amount of time and effort I put in. It was an incredibly short amount of time, but it made me so happy. I think I can let it all go now. Goodbye, my past life. After that, I retraced the trail I remembered taking and silently walked back down the mountain. Although the going was slow because I did not have my horse from before, my footsteps felt much lighter. It is already winter here. How many days has it been? It is the mansion. I am finally here. As soon as I saw my house in the distance, I started to feel a sense of relief, but that feeling was gone in an instant. Usainiel asked, What do you mean I can't go in? Do you know who I am? The knight replied, this is not a place where you can just come and go as you please. Go back to wherever you came from. Usainiel told him, I am Usainiel Haldrant. I am the eldest daughter. The knight continued, it does not matter how much you insist, you need to leave immediately. His Grace's carriage is here. Hurry up and open the gate, move aside. The coachman asked, what is all the fuss over there, my lady? Then he shouted, Your Grace, come out quickly. Lady Usainiel is here. She is finally back. Milan came out of the carriage and asked, is it true? Is it really you? I can't believe it. Welcome back, my daughter. Usainiel thought he seemed to have aged while she was gone. Ganyel said, welcome back, I missed you. After that, Usainiel thought, there are a lot of servants I don't recognize. Seal said, you have finally come back home. I'm so glad you're safe. I missed you. Usainiel replied, I am back, mother. After some time, they told her it had been 3 years since she left. Usainiel thought, that much time has passed. Milan told her, we have waited a long time for you. Ganyel also said, the house felt so empty without you. I am so happy you are back. Usainiel thought, that is why Ganyel has grown up so much. My family is treating me the same, even though they have not seen me for 3 years. I am really back home. I need to let go of the past and move forward, for the people who love me and believe in me. Next scene, Usainiel thought, I'm sure Taze will be happy to hear that I am back too. When I see him this time, I am going to tell him that I love him and that I want to be with him forever. I miss you so much. After that, Usainiel spoke, I know you waited for such a long time. I am back now. I heard that 3 years have passed. How have you been? Usainiel spoke, this can't be. There is no way. How? Just how? Usainiel asked, what is wrong? Your face is pale. Why are you covering your mouth? Are you not feeling well? The knights asked, Your Majesty, is something wrong? The emperor stated, move, close the castle gates immediately. Usainiel thought, what is going on? Did Taze just run away from me? After that she thought, he looked like he had just seen a monster. Just why did I do something wrong? The next moment, all of them shouted, congratulations on getting back safely. We were surprised you didn't tell us, so we decided to throw a party in honor of your return. Everyone in the mansion helped prepare this. The maids spoke, congratulations on getting back safely. We have prepared some delicious food. The knight said, I apologize for not knowing who you were and being so rude before. Congratulations on returning. The butler also told her, we missed you so much. Usainiel replied, thank you, everyone. After that, the party went on. Then at night, Usainiel thought, I am so full. I think I ate too much. I was so touched that everyone welcomed me back so warmly. 3 years, it must have been a long time for them, although it was just a few weeks for me. So much has changed during that time. What happened to Taze while I was gone? Even though it was such a short time for me, it was 3 years for him. While I thought about how much he must have suffered as he waited for so long, I began writing a letter to him with my sincere apologies. I wanted him to know how sorry I was and how much I missed him. After 2 days, Usainiel asked, excuse me, did those letters you were holding arrive today? The servant replied, yes, my lady. Usainiel asked, is there anything from the palace, by any chance? The servant replied, no, nothing from the palace, but there is a letter from Marchioness Cheyenne. After that, Aurine spoke, you are finally back. What on earth happened? I have not seen you in so long. Usainiel replied, my research took much longer than I expected. Aurine continued, seriously, I missed you so much. You weren't hurt at all, were you? Usainiel replied, of course not. Aurine told her, so much has happened in the palace while you were away. I think it was about a year after you left when His Majesty started changing. Usainiel asked, changed, how? Aurine explained, he was cool-headed and calm during work, but he would often become emotionally unstable. There were many times when he raised his voice during meetings, and he was firmer than before on decisions he made. I heard that he used to go outside the palace often, but he would just stand there in a daze before going back in. I think you being gone was really hard on him. On the other hand, the servants were chatting. All of these have to be given to His Majesty. We need to hurry up. There are too many reports and letters. Look at this. There is a strange letter that came with these documents. Oh dear, what on earth is this? Next scene, Usainiel spoke, you should be warm like this. Ganyel replied, yes, I don't feel the cold at all now. Look at these, aren't they cute? Usainiel heard, so that is the lady who tried to seduce him and become the empress. It seems even the duke's daughter couldn't help it. From what I heard, the letter was incredibly sad. Supposedly, it was more tear-jerking than a tragic play. They used to be such a respectable noble family. She must have thrown away all her pride and dignity. I can't believe she tried to bewitch the emperor. The Tyrant family's prestige seems to be a thing of the past now. Eusaneal asked, "Are you all right? You look pale." Daniel replied, "I am fine. Shall we go into the other shops?" Eusaneal thought, what on earth, how did such a rumor spread like this? After that, Eusaneal thought the situation was getting worse by the day. Everywhere I go now, people whisper and criticize me. The rumors became bolder and more malicious with each passing day, and they eventually turned into a mockery of my family. Then one day, Eusaneal said, "The reason why I asked all of you here is because there is something I have to say. I am sure you have all heard the rumors." Millen shouted, "Don't worry, I would never fall for that poisonous gossip, just ignore it, it is completely ridiculous." Seal told her, "Calm down, dear. Let's hear her out first. I have heard everyone talking about you sending letters to the emperor. Rumors are spreading about you aiming for the empress position. Do you have any idea why people are saying this about you?" Eusaneal said, "To get straight to the point, Taze and I were lovers." All of them were shocked and asked, "You and the emperor were lovers?" Eusaneal replied, "Yes, we were. Up until I left, when I saw him for the first time after 3 years. He did not say anything and just ran away the moment he saw me, and there has only been silence from him since then. I could not understand why he was doing this. That is why I sent those letters, so I could get an answer. I did not know the contents would get out and lead to the explosion of so many rumors. I am so sorry to all of you. I did not want my family to get involved in this because of me." Millen spoke, "My dear daughter, you must have been going through such a hard time, so you were trying to handle all of this on your own. Whatever the reason might be for his change of heart, you must value yourself more. I want you to forget about the person who is hurting you and live for yourself. Live as a daughter of the Tyrant family, and as a person of this society." Seal also told her, "I agree. I wish to see you move past this and start loving yourself again, and it is not your fault, so don't blame yourself." Daniel commented, "I don't want to see you hurt like this. You are so precious to me. You are my favorite person in this whole world. You can always talk to me." Eusaneal replied, "Thank you, everyone." She thought, "That was the first time I cried my eyes out in front of my family. I only ever thought about living. I closed myself off and kept my distance from everyone, trying to go through this on my own. I was such a fool. I had a family here who cared about me the whole time. I don't know what path forward I have to take now, but I do know one thing for certain. Wherever I go or whatever I do, I won't be alone." Next scene, Eusaneal thought, "I sent numerous requests asking to visit the palace, but I always received the same reply. It is exactly the same as the last one. What are you doing? I know you have heard the rumors, so I have. Why are you staying silent, and what exactly are you thinking?" Knights shouted, "Stop right there. You may not enter unless you identify yourself." Eusaneal replied, "I am the eldest daughter of Duke Tyrant, Eusaneal Tyrant. I am here to see His Majesty." After that, the aide spoke, "I apologize, my lady. His Majesty is currently occupied with something very important, so we cannot permit you to see him." Eusaneal replied, "I will wait here until he is free." Then, after some time, the aide came again and told her, "His Majesty is not free at the moment." After many times, the aide told her, "His Majesty already said there is no need for you to do this. I think it is best that you leave now." Eusaneal replied, "I see, I understand." She thought, "So you have no intention of ever seeing me again? Fine. I get it now. I guess I don't have to expect anything anymore. My feelings for you end here, goodbye." The emperor thought, "I can see and feel her pain and disappointment, despair, sorrow, and relief. No, this can't be happening. How? Why am I able to see Eusaneal's soul?" The emperor remembered, "To be honest, as I was watching you leave, all I wanted to do was grab you and stop you. I wanted to scream those words to you, but I bit my lip and stayed silent. Because I knew how important this journey was to you, and I knew what you wanted to accomplish. I will wait for you. You promised that we would be together, and that you would stay by my side forever once you return. I am the emperor who rules the Northern Empire. If I ever waver, the empire will be in danger. I need to protect this position I am in until she returns. No matter what, it is snowing. Winter is here. Is the place you have gone to as cold as here? When will I be able to see you again? I miss you." I waited and kept on waiting. I waited endlessly. The nobles said, "Your Majesty, this is too harsh. Please rethink this." The emperor stated, "How dare you? Are you questioning my judgment? It sounds like you are trying to destroy the order of this empire." The nobles replied, "That was never our intention, Your Majesty. Please forgive us." After that, the emperor thought, "I can feel myself getting more on edge. Everything is getting on my nerves, and even the smallest things bother me. Waiting is endlessly painful. One day, noble ladies came and said, "The star of the banquet, you should not be here by yourself." The citizens of the empire would be incredibly saddened by this. "Why are you drinking here all alone like this? Would you mind if I stayed by your side?" The emperor stated, "Silence, the hypocrisy oozing out of your mouth is rotting my ears." The noble ladies said, "Forgive us, your majesty, we won't bother you anymore." After that, the emperor thought, "It has been more than 2 years since Usainiel left. My anxiety and uneasiness are getting worse by the day. Why are you not back yet? How much longer do I have to wait? How long are you going to leave me alone like this?" The demon asked, "Do you still believe that woman will return? What a fool, you know deep down in your heart that she will not come back, she has abandoned you." The emperor shouted, "You devil, shut up." The devil continued, "Who knows, perhaps she has found a new lover." The emperor shouted, "How dare you say that when you know nothing?" Time passed. The emperor thought, "It is true I wavered because of the devil's words, but after waiting so long, it finally happened. I felt her energy in the capital again, and my entire body was filled with joy. I can feel her, it is definitely her, she is back, she is finally back, Usainiel has returned." However, the person who came back was not the Usainiel he knew. Next scene, the emperor was running away and said, "Stop, don't come any closer. Why does everyone look like this? Why is everyone so full of lies and desire? I am safe, it is Usainiel, she is different from them. I don't see Usainiel, what is this, why is she?" The next moment, Usainiel woke up. He had had that dream again. A few days had passed since that day. Usainiel left the palace, and I watched her go, unable to do anything, not a single thing. On the other hand, the maid said, "My lady, you are throwing all of these things away." Usainiel replied, "Yes, could you take those outside? Perhaps it is because 3 years have gone by, but even paper smells different to me now. This is the vase the radiatas were in before, they withered so quickly when they were in my room, that is why Taze planted so many of them in the greenhouse." She thought, "Don't think about it, stop it, I told myself I would forget about him." After that, Ruby spoke, "Oh concede, I did not think there would be this much of a difference between us." Daniel replied, "I was just lucky, you were very good too." Usainiel told her, "You have improved quite a lot." Daniel replied, "I will be the one to protect you from now on, so don't worry." Time went on, the white snow slowly began melting away, it felt as if the cold air of winter was giving way to a slightly warm spring breeze. And as usual, an invitation arrived for the annual event held at the Imperial Palace every New Year, the New Year Ball. Seal spoke, "You don't have to go if you don't want to." Usainiel asked, "How about we just stay home? You are not going to be happy if you run into him." Usainiel told them, "Don't worry about it, I really don't mind, this time, it is different, I am going for myself, not anyone else." On the day of the New Year Ball, nobles were chatting. "I heard she was clinging to His Majesty, but he rejected her outright. Is she trying to pretend like nothing happened now? But you know, she is really quite beautiful." A nobleman came and asked, "Could I have the pleasure of this dance?" Usainiel replied, "Thank you, but I still wish to walk around the hall for a little bit." The emperor thought, "Usainiel, I missed you. I should be happy to see your bright smile, but why does my heart ache so much?" The emperor remembered back at that time when Usainiel came. He thought, "Why do you look like that?" The nobleman spoke, "We received an urgent report from the knights in the south. The scouts are reporting that the Leiden have started stirring again. We need to prepare right away. When should I call a meeting?" The emperor said, "Wait outside for a moment." Then he thought, "I could not concentrate on anything. The only thing that filled my mind was Usainiel." After that, the emperor heard the maids chatting. That lady ended up kneeling and crying in front of the palace. Was it that? Everyone is talking about how the Haldrant family's reputation is in ruins. She probably wants to be the empress. The emperor asked, "What are you talking about? Tell me right now, who has been spreading such ridiculous rumors? I asked you who you heard them from." After some time, the emperor asked, "This letter was delivered to the wrong place." The nobles replied, "Yes, your majesty, it appears that is the reason why those rumors started." The emperor thought, "The reason I ran was because I was afraid, I didn't have the courage to believe that you had changed. But now I understand that you are still the same person. I am the one who changed, I was the one who turned my back on you." Now back in the present time, the doctor came and said, "It has been a while, you still look the same, so, when do you plan on returning to the academy? You could always come back to the laboratory." Usainiel replied, "Can I?" The doctor continued, "Come back anytime, your position was never filled." Usainiel said, "This is one of my favorite songs." The doctor asked, "Would you honor me with a dance?" You can say no, but just know that such an opportunity does not appear often. Usainiel replied, all right. Then they started dancing. The nobles whispered, look at those two. They look like the main characters in a play, what a perfect pair. Suddenly, the emperor came. He said, I have something to tell you. I was wrong. I am sorry, so please forgive me. Usainiel replied, I don't know why you are seeking my forgiveness, so there is no reason for me to forgive you, Your Majesty. The next moment, the emperor grabbed her hand and ran away. After that, Usainiel told him, let go of me. You cannot just drag me down like this, Your Majesty. Don't you know what sort of position this puts me in? The emperor emphasized, I am sorry, I am really sorry, I was wrong, it was all my fault, so I beg you, please forgive me. Usainiel stated, it must be so nice to be you, all you have to do is say sorry, and that is that. Do you even know what people are saying? They are calling me, the abandoned Haldrant, a Haldrant the emperor just used and threw away. It was because of you my family was banished from Alan in the first place, and now you are the reason people are pointing fingers at us again, but because you are the emperor, you get to feign ignorance and just say you're sorry. Why do my family and I have to go through this? Why does everyone have to go through so much pain? All because of you. Don't come any closer. At first, I believed you, I believed everything you said, and when you told me you loved me, I thought it was genuine, but now I know for certain that our relationship was just an illusion, that changes form depending on how you feel. You don't love me. You are just so intoxicated with your own emotions that you walk all over mine like they are nothing. Don't talk to me again. The maids were chatting. Why are there gray clouds all over the sky? Since yesterday, everything has become so gloomy. The doctor asked, are you all right? What happened? Usainiel replied, it was not anything serious, so don't worry. Suddenly, the nobles asked, what was that? What was that noise just now? Look, there's a crack in the ceiling. The ceiling is caving in. Everyone, get out of here, it's dangerous. Seal shouted, Usainiel, over here. You're not hurt, are you? Let's hurry up and leave too. People were asking, what is going on? They were saying, it's an earthquake. Ganyel said, this is yours. I found it on the floor in the hallway, so I picked it up. Isn't it important to you? Good thing you didn't lose it. After that, there was a landline report. The river is overflowing. The situation is very serious. There have been earthquakes and extreme weather non-stop for several days. Why isn't His Majesty giving any orders? If he doesn't do anything, the chaos is only going to get worse. Albert spoke, Your Majesty, there is something I need to tell you. You need to get a hold of yourself. Save our empire. Your Majesty, this country will fall apart without you. The emperor stated, get out, get the hell out. He thought, the way she looked at me, the disgust in her eyes, I can't get that image out of my mind. The reason I breathe and the reason I get up every morning was all because I met you. You are the reason. You are why I am alive. Without you, what is the point of living? The demon stated, what a weakling you are. How can you call yourself the emperor but fall apart over something as trivial as love? I am having my doubts about whether you can lead this empire or not. Accept my power completely, then, not only will you be able to win her love back, I will make it so she is by your side forever. Next scene, the emperor stated, how dare you take a letter that was meant for me, damage it, and then leak its contents. The nobles said, forgive us, Your Majesty, please have mercy on us just once, we won't ever do anything like that again. The emperor continued, silence, you will pay for your crime with your lives, execute them immediately, to my imperial guards. Go and find everyone who insulted the Haldrant family, find them and kill them all, make sure not a single one gets away with this. Duke Milan spoke, Your Majesty, the order is too impulsive, think about the innocent people who might die by mistake, please, reconsider this objectively. The emperor stated, anyone who disobeys me will die, there are no exceptions, no matter who it might be. The demon told him, an emperor does not need to show mercy, show your power with blood, that is the proof of your authority. After that, the nobleman spoke, our security at the borders has been greatly weakened because of the extreme weather. The demons have taken advantage of this to invade us and attack civilians. If we can't restore the defensive line, it will only get worse for us. We need to send additional troops immediately. The emperor commanded, destroy all the temples of light inside the empire. The god Lux is useless to us in the northern empire. One of the noblemen asked, Your Majesty, what do you mean? What does the temple of light have to do with the demons? The emperor continued, because of the unholy god we are worshipping, the empire has fallen into chaos, and the demons are running wild. Erase the name of Lux and every symbol of this god, as well as every remnant of him from this land, that will solve all our problems. On the other hand, Usainiel thought, The skies have been like this for a few weeks now, it's as if the entire empire has been cursed. Tessa's heart, the beautiful jewel that once shined bright red, has become more and more dull and has now completely turned black. What is happening to you? After that, Eusaneal asked, what brings you all the way here? I'll get you something to wipe yourself. Albert replied, my lady, please. You need to stop the emperor, he has gone mad. He is not himself and seems to have lost his mind. He is hurting everyone in the palace. Many of the servants are injured right now, and the situation is grave. Ganyel came and shouted, why are you asking my sister to do that? Don't drag her into something dangerous. Seal also came and told him, she is right. This has nothing to do with my daughter, please leave now. Eusaneal told him, I will go with you. This is something only I can handle, and you already know, I'm pretty strong, don't worry, I will get back here safely. After that, Albert thought, oh goodness, he asked, what happened? The person replied, His Majesty, I couldn't stop him. Albert asked, where is he right now? The person replied, he has not left the palace. Eusaneal spoke, I will look for Taze inside, you look after the wounded. Eusaneal thought, what is going on? Everywhere, there is blood. At the same time, the emperor thought, what have I done? What is wrong with me? Eusaneal came and said, that's you, Taze, right. The devil spoke, how funny this is indeed, to think that you, who always look down on others because of their greedy souls, did not realize your own hideousness. The ugliest and greediest soul of them all is yours. Eusaneal said again, it's me, Eusaneal, I came to see you. The devil told him, now, show her your true self. The emperor started screaming and running away. Eusaneal told him, wait. The emperor thought, no, I can't let her see me, she will hate me even more than she already does. Eusaneal spoke, where are you? Are you hurt? Are you all right? The emperor replied, don't come closer, don't, please. I didn't want you to see this ugly side of me. I beg you, please leave. Eusaneal emphasized, I'm sorry, I really want to apologize, I'm so sorry, everything I said last time was too harsh. I am really sorry, you worked up the courage to apologize to me, but I didn't accept it and only hurt you, I'm sorry, you must have been in so much pain. The emperor asked, don't you hate me? Look how hideous I have become. Eusaneal replied, it doesn't matter, none of that matters, I've had a lot of time to think while I was alone too, and no matter how much I thought about it, there was one thing that never changed, the fact that I like you. No matter what you look like, or what type of person you are, or even if you're not human. I still love you, even if your hair color and eye color hadn't changed to black, I would have still liked you. The emperor hugged her and told her, I'm sorry, he thought, I avoided you just because I could see your soul. The devil spoke, do not be swayed by her empty words, do not believe her, she will only deceive you and leave you in the end, kill her, do not let her escape, and keep her by your side forever, now kill her. Eusaneal told him, you're squeezing me a little too tight. The devil continued yelling at him to kill her. The next moment, the emperor pushed her away. Eusaneal asked, what is wrong? What are you doing? What the hell is going on? The emperor explained, I took it out, the devil inside my chest, before it gets away. I need to get rid of it. Eusaneal told him, all right, I will do it, so you stay here and don't move. Then she said, pardon me, I will borrow this for now it's time for you to sleep, you idiot devil. The next moment, the devil's heart started vanishing. Eusaneal spoke, I told you not to move, are you all right? The emperor replied, I think I'm back to normal now that the devil is dead, thank you. Eusaneal shouted, Taze, wake up, no, please. Eusaneal shouted, is there no one here, please help, His Majesty is in critical condition. The emperor spoke, wait, it is hard to breathe. Eusaneal told him, no, just hang on a little longer, you can't lose consciousness. Callisis came and told her, leave him be, he is someone who must die. First, I thank you for stopping the devil's attempt to take over. If it was not for you, this world would have been destroyed, however, things will not be completely over as long as the blood of the devil remains flowing within his body, move out of the way. Eusaneal replied, no, Callisis continued, I shall make his end as painless as possible. Eusaneal replied, I can't allow it. Callisis explained, unless the demon blood is completely eradicated, the catastrophes will continue, are you saying you will allow all of this to go on? Eusaneal stated, no, I am going to stop it, I am always going to be determined, even if other disasters arise, I will get back on my feet and protect him, no matter what. Callisis said, I suppose there is nothing I can do then, I understand. Eusaneal shouted, wait, tell me, how can I save Taze, please, Snow Dragon? Callisis replied, Fill the emptiness in him with what you have. Usainiel thought, with what I have, he is not breathing, I can't lose you, I will do anything if that means saving you, please, live, I have to do this. The next moment, Usainiel asked, are you alright, can you hear me? The emperor replied, I heard your voice, it was faint, but I could feel you next to me, that is what kept me alive, thank you for saving me, I love you. Next scene, Usainiel asked, are you sure you are really alright, you should not overdo it. The emperor replied, I am fine now, I rested enough, besides, I can sleep much better thanks to you, if you are ready, shall we head out? After some time, the emperor stated, I am here today, speaking to all of you as your emperor, to officially announce the new empress. Lady Usainiel Haldrant will be your new empress. She is stronger and more noble than anybody else, and more than that, she is the one I truly love. Usainiel said, I, Usainiel, will be by the emperor's side and do my best for the prosperity of the empire. I also promise that, as your empress, I will dedicate my body and soul to all of you. The nobles said, we welcome you, your majesty, we finally have a new empress, it is a new age of the empire. Seal spoke, so this is how things ended up, then she thought, was this destined from the start? She remembered when Usainiel was born, just as the fairy queen prophesied. The queen told her, pure child of the light, your light has the power to suppress darkness and put an end to chaos. You must remember, the closer she gets to darkness, the more her life will be endangered, so do not turn away from the light, and do not lose your way. Seal thought, I could not change anything in the end, but Usainiel, if this is truly the path you wish to take, all I can do is have faith in you. A little while later, a grand wedding was held. The emperor spoke, I give you my heart, this heart only beats for you and will forever be yours. Usainiel replied, my emperor, you are my everything, with these hands, I will guard your heart, and I vow to always be by your side, forever. This is the last part of the story, the end. Like this video, hit the like button, and subscribe for more videos.